first things
I
first, I
also
guess.
yeah,
What roles do you play?
I play mostly I play offlane, but lately I've been playing support.
Lately, you've been playing support, but you mostly play offline. Okay, I need
Yeah,
like
I like
maybe something to
offlane
write it
better
down.
if we're really gonna support. Just freaking frustrates me.
Okay, so I'm mainly a support player. That being said, I'm very comfortable talking about offlane too, right? Um,
Yeah, well, let's just do support since that I have some trust issues with people teaching me offlane when they're not offlaners.
that's all right.
That's all, just some
That's
trust
all. We
issues.
can talk about support all day, but like with offline, I also know what I'm doing because I play the sidelines. Let's see. I need like here. This is what I want. I guess I need a new thing. So plays offlane. Lately support. So we talk about support. What bracket exactly are you in?
Legend.
Legend 5. Okay.
I'm about to be ancient. I've never been ancient before.
You've never been ancient before. I'm sure we can
No,
help
this
you
is
with
the
that.
highest MMR I've ever been in my life.
Congratulations, that's good, that's big. Like I recently also achieved my highest MMR. So I know what
Nice.
that feels like. It's very nice.
Feels very good.
Yes. Let's try to help you get even higher.
Yeah,
Um
I just 4K by the end of the year is my goal.
oh, I'm sure we can accommodate. Like
It's
we'll get
like
you
what,
even higher
20
if you like.
MMR?
I'm sure we
I
can do.
don't, I
Um
don't know. We'll see.
how many
I have a
games on average, like in a typical week, how many games do you play?
oh fuck.
Like
Like in a
like
day
I
I'd
guess
say
I
four
don't
to
need
five,
in a
right?
day you play 4 to 5? Wow. Okay.
Well, some of us
Four to
have
five games
addiction
a day.
issues.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Like that's great. Like this, I know you can improve very quickly if you play this many games. I don't know if you know, but like I coach Otakumen, right? And
Yeah, Cassie.
like what you play in a day, she sometimes plays in a week. So like her progress as a result
Oh,
is a bit slower, but I we're seeing progress, like it's happening, you know. Um, all right. Then maybe before we even start plunging right into a game, what I would like to do is just like talk about like a setup, you know, like
oh my
basic
gosh.
things that are often get ignored by people, like people don't know about. For example, like mouse acceleration. Are you aware what that is? And do you know if you
I
have
think
it
I have
on
it
off?
off.
Would you mind
I
checking that
think
for me?
it's off. It's
It's
off.
off. Perfect. Okay, so that's already good.
Yeah.
You're already better than most of my coaches. So
Well, yeah, I play
little
World of
plus right there.
Warcraft too. That would be, I
Also, you
can't.
know. Okay, good, good, good.
Yeah.
That's like really important for gaming. Okay, like I'm not assuming that you know anything. This is not me talking down to you or like
No,
mansplaining anything.
you
You know,
good.
like I'm just going from the ground up. That's
No,
my
I don't
approach.
mind. I don't mind.
Um,
I don't have an ego.
yeah,
I'm
like
like very average at the game. I was a lot better, honestly. Like this might be my highest somewhere. I was a lot better 4 months
I
ago.
think like if you're in the high legend bracket, you're already better than like 50% of players or something, if I
My
remember that right.
my laning has been bad for offlane. Like I have very much screwed up my lane equilibrium. My laning is not the best. My creep
Mm,
aggroing
mm,
is not
mm.
the best.
Yeah, we'll
Support,
talk
I've
about
just
all of that.
actually been bad at that. But it's not that I'm bad at it. Hear me out. There's too many timestamps for me to remember. 3 minutes I have to, what is it? It's like 3 minutes
It's
I have to
true.
go
You
to the
need to be very
fountain, and then
focused. Yeah.
7 minutes I have to go to the fucking bounty rune, and then I have to, oh, remember to go block that fucking camp, and then I have to spend all the money on the boards, and it's like, okay, well, you gotta do that. You gotta also freaking attack the enemy heroes, but I can't stand too close or I screw up the lane equilibrium. I don't know. Support's
I can
just
see how you
not.
feel overwhelmed by it, but like the way I see it, at some point it becomes like a structure, you know, something you play around, like a rhythm, if you will, and then like if you play it
Yeah.
often enough and you focus on it, like it becomes like your guiding principle. It becomes very soothing in a sense, and it's no longer overwhelming. So maybe
Well,
in the
then
future
you
it can
do all
help
the
you.
stuff, right? And let's say it is soothing, then your offlaner just fucking sucks, or your safe laner sucks, and then you lose the game regardless. And it's like, well,
And that's
there's
why you
nothing I
have
can do.
to. That's why you have to remember. Like I totally relate, right? We play the same
And
game.
that's why you play offlane. That's why you don't even go support. That's what happens. I like lose streak of support, and I'm like, I'm never mind. I'm playing offlane. Why'd I fucking play support? I hate this.
Exactly. So like what you have to keep in mind is if you play better on average, you just gain MMR because like the MMR system just works. Like if you on average make game-winning plays, then you will just
Yeah. I make
rise.
game throwing plays sometimes.
Mm,
That's
mm.
my It's my fault. I lose my games. It's my fault most of the time. So.
I mean, that's a good attitude to have. Like, because the only person in 100% of your games is you, right?
Yeah. Well,
Um,
to be honest, I get impatient. That's my problem, and I get the smoke of the seats,
okay.
and then I pop it, and then it's not
Mm,
my fault.
mm,
My team
mm,
gets baited, but
mm.
maybe I shouldn't have smoked them to begin with. You know what I mean?
I see, I see. I mean, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about smoking and all of that. That's all gonna come, but like we started with the
Yeah.
mouse, right? We started with mouse acceleration. The next thing about mouse maybe is like, cause you said you have issues with like
I
the
have a
speed of the mouse.
1600 DPI. No,
Mm-hmm,
it's
mm-hmm.
fine.
Okay, like I think I'm like at 1200 or something. Like
Okay,
what
I
I
like it.
use as a benchmark for me personally is like if I flick my mouse from one side to the other. Like for me, what I like is that my mouse goes from one side of the screen to the other side of the screen. It does that fairly consistently, you know. Like maybe I overshoot it a little if I make like a big flick, but like that's what I like for precision. Do you have like maybe like a speed adjusting button that you accidentally press or something? Like if you say that's
No,
like an issue
no,
for you? Because I have
I'm
like a
good.
DPI button, you know, like I can press that and
I
then I
have a
have like,
DPI button as well, but I have all the speeds set to
mm, mm, mm.
1600.
Okay, so that's not an issue. So it's something
Yeah.
like another hardware issue. Maybe think about getting a new mouse, whatever.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
All right, so that's like mouse. In terms of like just sitting at the table, like because nobody ever talks
Oh,
about it, you know, like I know you have a good chair. You were saying on stream how you have like
I have a
a
Herman Miller Logitech M-Body chair.
you're like really happy with your chair. So I don't worry much about your chair, but like maybe in terms of like height, what I like is my knees
Oh, it's
slightly
like
below my hips, so I can sit up straight, you know. Uh,
okay, I sit on my knees. I'm like degen.
that's I
I have
guess
my
as
knees up.
as long as your knees are below your hips, it doesn't matter. Like you can
Yeah,
still
it's
sit
all
up straight, you
fine.
know. That's fine.
I think I have good posture. I've looked at diagrams. Oh,
Okay, cool. Like I just go through it anyways, you know. Like I don't want to assume anything. Like I just talk about
yeah.
everything since it's the first lesson. Like generally speaking, you want like a 90-degree angle between like your elbow and the table. Like maybe it can be slightly larger. Like 92 degrees is fine because like the keyboard rises from the table, right? So for maximum comfort and like not getting injuries and whatnot.
Yeah. No,
What
I shouldn't
else?
get any injuries.
And in combination with that, you want your screen to be like the middle of the screen, maybe slightly below your eye level, but not too low or too high. So like
Okay.
your spine doesn't suffer.
I think I'm at a good
Okay,
angle.
okay, okay.
Is
Is I actually have a
there a
PowerPoint
test?
presentation. There's also a test if you want.
Oh, okay, I like tests.
No, I don't. I don't actually have a test.
Yeah.
Okay, so like I just put it into phases. You know, very simple framework. Like this is maybe not dumbed down, but like so condensed that there's like a lot of like stuff missing. It's like what I want to do is like I want to build like a shelf in your mind, and then we start fixing things
Oh
inside that shelf.
God,
You know,
I hope
like.
I'm not. I shouldn't be that damaged. I have a few hours in this game, but we'll see.
No, it's like there's
I'm
obviously
feeling
every player
harassed.
has
Oh.
different things. Like I just want to start with this, and I think the next
Yeah, yeah.
thing we do after this is only like 3 slides. I'm not this is not going to be long. And then
Okay.
after maybe we look at a game of you, and I will just literally use this framework to then analyze what you have done in the game. So you can do that by yourself. That's the idea, right?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I will give you this as a cheat sheet after just to make sure like okay this is just what he says I maybe should focus on and I've had success with this, that's why I do this. So like in early game laning, like as support, our job is just like we hit the opponents a bunch, like without obviously trying to take as much damage back ourselves, but like really just like hitting them, pressing our spells on them. Like think of Crystal Maiden we have here in the background. She just like presses Q on the range tree, but there are also both heroes ideally inside of that attack that also take damage, and she just like auto attacks like an idiot, right? The second point is like we buy all the region. By that I mean like lower players oftentimes don't buy enough region. I'd rather you overbuy region a little bit, you know, have like one set tango more than you wind up needing, than not buying enough region at all. That's a very typical thing. What that allows us to do is we can even take bad trades sometimes, as long as I have a salve. We take a trade where we lose to in order to get the opponent low, but then we salve up and then we kill the opponent. Like I'm all about aggressive play style, if you will. That's how I
I'm a
like to
very
play.
aggro player. That's where my aggro
Okay, I think we're gonna get along
comes
just
from.
fine. And then the third thing is because we tend to mess up the equilibrium by harassing, right? Or like our carry can't control it, or like the offense simply outplays us, controls the lane really nice, is to just fix that lane equilibrium. You already talked about, you know what that is, so I don't need to say much. Just like pulling, like that's for position 5, obviously. Like if you position 4, you want to disrupt the lane equilibrium, because like the standard is that the equilibrium is right in front of the tower, right? Like, so
Okay.
two sides of
Yeah,
the
yeah.
coin, two sides of the coin.
Yeah, I know how to like lean it. I know how to do the lane equilibrium. It just looks like I may not because I play Sand King, and Sand King's whole thing
He
is
just auto
actually
pushes. He just auto
screwing me
pushes.
up. That's like all I do.
Then there's like this transitionary period, like between early game and mid game, and like it's kind of unclear when that is. Like there are games when that can be really early, as early as 5 minutes already. Sometimes it's really late. It can be as late as, I don't know, between 9 to 12 minutes, is when the transition into the mid game occurs. And usually, what I think about as position 5 specifically is I really want to get level 6 as early as possible, obviously. I want to be TP ready, and I want to stack the triangle a lot. Level 6 is important. I play heroes like Witch Doctor or like Lich that have like really big ultimates. Like even if you play Silencer, he also has a really big ultimate, right? Those are game-changing spells. So getting the levels as fast as possible, looking on the minimap and realizing, for example, that the mid lane is empty, nobody is taking the creeps there. Maybe I should be there to soak up the XP to get level 6. That's a very big focus. Even TPing on empty lanes sometimes can be the correct play. Then just being TP ready, like is important. Like I know I just said you can TP to lanes. Sometimes you need to be TP ready. Like that's generally the idea. But I ordered these points in level of importance, if you will. So like I think level 6, getting level 6 quickly is more important than being TP ready, and is more important than stacking a triangle. So if you see an empty lane and like creeps are dying, just TP there, get level 6, and it's fine. And the third point that I like to do in this period, like a lot on support, is stack the triangle. And I'm not talking about like a singular stack or like even a double stack. When you watch like good players play, like how the triangle like is overflowing with creeps, like it's like a
I know
whole
what you're talking
a whole
about.
bouquet of ancient creeps. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, look, about that. Sometimes I feel like I should not do that because I'm losing the lane so badly that the enemy team's actually just gonna kill it.
Okay, here's
Like
my logic
sometimes
for
it's
that.
actually grief to do it. But
Here's my logic for that. If you're ahead, you get more ahead, right? Like because now your team has creeps that they can farm.
yeah,
It can happen that in your bracket, like your team doesn't know how to farm the ancients. That's like I'm gonna phrase it as that's a skill issue. You can kite. Every team, even without AoE, can farm the ancients. You just have to do it together. So like Maiden tells me that she gets complaints from her course that the triangle is too stacked. I can't farm this, but I don't care. Like it's money, it's experience. They can farm it together. You'll find a way. That's something for all of you to learn. Like stacking the triangle gives you gold, experience gives your course gold and experience, and
yeah.
they will learn to have to farm it. And if you keep playing the way I hope that will help you win, then you won't have to deal with these lower players at some point anymore. You will get people that understand how to farm a triangle. That shouldn't be an issue in the
For
long
now, I
term.
just stack it in according to how if I think they can farm it, and then if I don't think they can farm it, I'll just stack another camp.
Yeah, for me, this is like a really a big focus at the moment to stack the triangle. Like I really enjoy doing that because like it gets me to my crest or my vessel or whatever you want, right? I think it's really important to do. That's the transition to mid game. And the last slide that I have for the start, I will give you the cheat sheet for that. Is when then this mid game period start, which is characterized, by you having strong spells such as I don't know, Lich ulti or my Witch Doctor ward or an LC duel or an X has his blink dagger. I think then we're firmly in mid game, right? You just grab your core as support. Just grab one like your LC or your X very clearly, and you run around the map and you try to kill somebody. Usually we do that with smokes. We do that around timings, being their spells up. It doesn't really make sense to go gank with an LC if he doesn't have duel, right? Like similar to, I don't know, an Enigma or something that doesn't have his ultimate. These are very clear indicators of when we want to smoke. Same with our own ultimate. Like if you're a silencer, it probably makes more sense to try to go smoke when we have our ulti up, right? Than not. And the third thing we want to focus on is just win the vision war. And like similar to the point that I made at the early game slide where we buy like all the region, is like we try to buy like almost all of the vision items. Like we buy smokes, we buy a lot of sentries, maybe more than you are comfortable with, and we buy all of the vision, because like in lower brackets, and I will like look at where you're warding, the vision is usually very poor. That is because people tend to ward on their side of the map. Then you basically only see the enemy heroes as soon as they are on top of your face and they're already killing you, right? That's not great. We generally speaking, like as a rule, there are always exceptions, but as a rule, we want vision deep inside the enemy territory so we can see them starting to run at us. That is how I think about vision. So like I just said some things like completely meaningless to you because like it's just like very dry, right? And now I guess it's time to look at maybe a game of yours. And then we can do some
Oh
live
gosh.
coaching after if you like.
Yeah, could we choose a game I did good?
We can
Not when I
choose
streamed. That one's
we
scuffed. The
can choose
streamed
whatever
games are
game you like.
scuffed.
Which game would you like me
Okay,
to
I'll
look at? I
choose
think
the
we have like a week.
hour-long one.
The hour-long one. All right. Okay.
Well, you don't have to watch the whole hour, but hear me out. I did get that game, so that one felt the best.
Okay, you have 11,
We
11,
lost.
30.
We were losing that game.
Like I don't
But
mean to put you on the spot, right? Like it's not
look,
this is
I
not
don't
me
mind
going,
being put
ah,
on the
you're
spot.
bad, you know, like we're here to
Look,
talk about how to improve, right?
yeah, look, I don't feel offended that easily, so you're gonna be fine.
So we have
Hmm. Nope, I
silencer.
think it was I doing this during work. Nope, maybe I was. But either way, maybe I had a few distractions in this game, but I don't think there were many.
Do you
Okay?
generally stream while you play?
No, no. I play a lot offline.
You play a lot offline. Okay.
Yeah.
Because like I know that when streaming, like that can be a very big distraction. Like for example, Cassie
Yeah.
plays like a lot worse when she's on stream.
I play, it depends. I talk a lot. It's not chat that distracts me. It's me talking so much I distract myself. If
Oh, I
that
know
makes
what that's
sense.
like. Like I'm a streamer too, right? Like I really I relate. Just like as a general question. Okay, what I generally like to do in a game, like when I look at it, is like first I just have a look at the lineup itself. Like I haven't done that yet. We have a
This was the
sniper.
pause one punch game. Piece of shit.
Pause on
Sorry.
touch. Piece of shit. I can see why you don't like that. I mean, I guess we have two carries on the sidelines, like one mid lane and one off lane Bloodseeker, I'm assuming. Like in terms of like damage late game, I think we're fine. We have a disruptor, a silencer, okay, and we play against a very nasty team: Arc Warden, Slark, Monkey King, Techies, and Jakiro. Okay, so let's
Yeah,
try to
I
figure
know.
out
It
how
looks
this
so
is laid.
fun, huh?
It looks like you fought really hard to gain this MMR. Like, if you
No,
beat
it
Arc
was
Warden,
all.
like I'm already proud of you. Okay, like you did good. I hate Arc Warden. Who doesn't hate Arc Warden?
Only died a few times by seeing him. I got a sight device eventually. I took care of it, but
So, like in terms of laning, it could be either you or Disruptor with the patch, I suppose. Top. Are you position 5 in this game?
no, I went pause 4. I was with
You
Bloodseeker.
went pause 4. All right, all right.
Yeah.
So it's a Disruptor and a Patch and a Silencer and a Bloodseeker. Probably like a Jakiro and a Slark on the safe lane. No, wait. Is this a Slark off lane? What's happening here? Like we have 3 carry heroes. Like we could put the Monkey King mid, right? But he loses
No, Arc
against
Warden
Sniper.
was mid.
It's Arc Warden mid. So like I don't know,
This was the
Slark
worst
or
Arc
Monkey
Warden
King off
you've
lane. I
ever
don't know.
seen.
Like it doesn't really make sense on paper right now. That being said, probably like Patch loses any lane he goes to. Like he just straight up loses against the lineup that they have, right? Like Monkey King is very good against Patch. Slark is very good against Patch. Even Arc Warden is good against Patch. So
There
like
were
in terms
some
of
brutal
lines,
fights.
I don't see a lot going on here. I guess we just jump into it. So as I said, like the first couple of points in early game are like how much do we harass? That's what I'm gonna look at. How much region are we buying, and are we as position 4 instead of fixing the equilibrium? Are we messing it up properly, right? Okay,
I was a little
maybe
behind.
one word to start with. It's very important. Like, I know you will be plagued by this, because I have been plagued by this. The game starts right now. It doesn't
I
start 30
know.
seconds from now, it starts right now. Like
I
as soon as
know.
you're in the game, you need to walk out and you need to prepare things, be that like vision, smoke, like as a team, you know, like everybody being late. That will happen a long time. Like this is not a thing that you specifically do. Like it just happens that you're the last one to go. This happens in this bracket all the time, and it's really important that you walk out quickly. In terms of level 1 fight, I guess I didn't talk about it. How strong do you think your team is together?
Oh, fucking shit.
Fucking
Okay, hear me out.
shit!
Hear me out. What stun do we really have? I guess we get a punch hook, but besides that, they're just gonna fucking walk away. They have stuns, bro. They have the Jakiro they could do. They have a... No, no, no. We're not level 1. Nope.
We are not level
Too
1.
much escape.
So I think it's literally like as long as Patch can hook someone,
No,
you
he
can
can't. He
kill
can't hook
anyone.
anybody the whole game. That guy was
I mean,
garbage.
obviously he is, but like their team level 1 is a lot stronger than our team. But if we have a Patch, we can offset that by virtue of positioning, right? Like we could hook this techie spec here or something, and then we can hit them as 5. So there's first blood potential. It's just not a 5v5 fight in our favor.
Block the camp. You know to block the camp. I shouldn't have got the whole.
Like this is obviously what I look at here right now, as you already pointed out, so I don't need to say it.
Yeah, I'm a little
But you
hard
are
on
hitting
myself.
people sometimes. In terms of positioning, you are slightly defensive here, which I appreciate. But like, look at what they're doing, right? Like you have Arcane Curse skilled as well.
Yeah, well, but it was only because it was level 1, and I thought that we would maybe. I thought that Pudge was probably gonna hook somebody, but Pudge decided that he wasn't gonna.
Like Arcane
Okay.
Curse is not a bad spell in and of itself. Like it
It's
becomes
okay.
really good, right? Like once it's like level 4, like in
I
this
get
early
level
mid
1.
game periods, it's like a really strong spell paired with Last Word. Like it's not that that spell itself is like bad or anything. Like it deals damage in an AoE fashion. It allows you to, for example, secure range creep. It helps out. It's a decent spell.
To be honest, I really think I was just leveling it because Slark, I was hoping would just purge it, and that would do a lot more damage than the Arcane Curse. So it was kind of just a bait.
I really
And
like
that's the play
glaives,
bracket.
like generally speaking.
Yeah, it just drains so much mana.
That's true. Like it's fairly intensive. However, this spell allows you to orb walk. You are familiar with what an orb walk is because you played like Silence 1,000 games. Like I assume
I
you
have
know.
a few games, yeah.
You know what an orb walk is.
Oh, what?
An orb walk. That's like the term it's called. You can press glaives without having it
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
pressed without drawing aggro. You can press it on a hero and then you'll deal damage without the creeps attacking you.
Oh, okay.
Does it mean you did not know that?
I may have not.
Let
I
me
don't know.
maybe I should demonstrate it with what I mean, just to make sure, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no point in me talking at you, I want to talk to you. That is what is so strong about the W spell, is this orb walk. So if I get me an enemy, I were to attack this enemy, like with a normal auto attack, right? Like I press like an attack move button on him, then all the creeps are gonna run at me. So I take damage. That's not cool. However, if I have glaives and I just press W, or like click on W to demonstrate, and then click on him, look how the creeps ignore me.
Okay, I did not know that.
I mean, now I was the closest creep because the other creep died, but that's something to know. Like one more time. Like I just draw aggro normally, like with a right click or an attack move, right? Creeps run at me. But if I press W and then click on him, they don't attack me, even though
Got
I'm
it.
clearly in their aggro range. That is a key mechanic on Silence and why glaives can be really good level 1. Because you can do a lot of harass that way. That is an orb walk. Named because the first ability I believe they discovered this on was named Orb of something, I don't know. So that helps us harass a lot without taking damage. That also works on the towers, by the way, to a certain degree. Like you can even fool tower aggro with that. Other heroes that have this ability, just to mention it, maybe work. For example, a Weaver with Geminate.
Enchantress?
Enchantress, yeah, very good, very good. I
I feel
don't
like
play
I'm being
many of those
tested right
heroes.
now.
Huskar maybe? Huskar has that with Burning Spear. Anything else that I see? I guess AA in a way with
Does OD?
Chilling Touch. OD2 as well. I'm pretty sure that works. Arcane Orb. Yeah, is an orb one. It's literally Arcane Orb. Orb walk. There you go.
Oh. Okay.
I think that works as well. So all of these heroes should be able to without drawing arrow. That's a very important Dota mechanic. That being said, I think it's okay you took Arcane Curse. I just want you to be aware that Glaives of Wisdom exist, and maybe in the coming games you can try to experiment with harassing with that. In terms of starting item, we do have a stick and some int for silencer. We have an iron branch, some regen and vision. Like this is a fine loadout. The loadout I gave you in the cheat sheet is slightly different from this. You can bring a mango if you like, but you don't have to. You can use the Witch Doctor early game setup item build if you want. That's fine. So now I'm just looking like how much are we really harassing them, right? Okay, we hit them with Jakiro once. We pressed our buttons on both of them. Like some harass is happening very clearly. More harass, cool. We're harassing every now and then. Like it's looking okay. And now we're kind of passive here without taking the creep. Like we're doing a lot of walking right now, which I want to be attacks, right? Like all in all, like we already like the game state right now is really good for us because like the equilibrium is over here. We are on a very safe place for our core. Like all of this is good. I just want to see more attacks on opponents and blocking this camp when we walk out, but you already mentioned that. You're unblocking this is great. You're a bit late maybe in terms of time.
Yeah, I'm very late.
When you were walking around here in this time period, I think, that here it would have been cool to like do it because instead of like walking around you could have done something useful like unblock the camp before the timer hits the next opportunity for creeps to spawn. Anyways, we'll just keep going, we'll just phase through it, and I want to pay attention to how much regen you are buying. We're not taking much damage, which is cool because like Jakiro and Slug is actually a really strong lane, right? Like Jakiro slows with a lot of damage and then Slug comes in with this essence shift. That can be really annoying. You guys are owning right now.
Yeah, this is the most passive Jakiro I've ever played against.
Like you are harassing, like things are happening, you know, like it's not bad. All I'm saying is we could be a little bit more aggressive about our harass. The 3-minute lotus is very important. Like if things are happening on the map, like wisdom runes, power runes, stacking, like all these timing dependent things, I want you to be there like slightly ahead of time. Like if you can be there just in time, that's obviously the goal, but like for the start, be there 2 seconds early or whatever, you know, like just to like get in the rhythm of the game. That's something I would like you to focus on. Just be there 2 seconds early. Like good harass. Like honestly, it looks good. Like there's not much to say because the opponents aren't doing anything. They're very passive, and you're literally just playing support. Like you're doing what you're supposed to do. I'm gonna maybe speed it up a little bit. See where we're going. Because like they don't seem to do anything. We're just casually farming. We're pulling, we're disrupting. Like all of the points I mentioned are happening.
I don't like to back up. That's a problem I have, but I do eventually.
Honestly, it looks really good. I'm very happy. But like here's the point where I want you to have more regen than maybe you're used to buying. You bought a full null talisman, right? Like we started out with the int item.
Yeah, greedy. Yep.
So that's like 165 plus I think 210 for the recipe. So that's like roughly 375 or something. That's like to me, you didn't buy a salve, you didn't buy an extra set of tango, you didn't buy 2 mangoes. That's the opportunity cost of you buying this null talisman. You could have had a salve here. You could have 2 mangoes here instead of the null talisman. Be full HP again immediately and full mana and just like burst them down and keep doing what you're doing. Harass them with your spells, right? Because being low HP, like you're at risk of dying. If you have no mana, you're basically just a creep. That's just how it is. Like in Dota and early game in general, if you don't have mana, you're kind of useless as a hero, no matter what hero you are. So it's really important to keep those bars full. I guess I can speed it up again. Like, see how depressingly safe you have to play, how scared you feel here clearly, like, and you're aware that you have to be scared, and how far back you play. That's literally a result of you buying this null talisman over regen.
Okay.
I mean, you giving this Bloodseeker a really good lane. Like, I have nothing negative to say except for, you know, buy more regen. You're doing really well. Like, you're even thinking about the Wisdom rune. Very cool, very pog. Like, if I live coach you, I will yell at you to be there a little bit earlier so you get the stack right at 55.
Stack that, yeah.
But like, you're doing all the things like hallmark wise that I want to see out of you. Like, I'm really happy with what I'm seeing. Like there's only minor adjustments we need to make. We're even TPing to a gank But see how bad this feels? Like
Obviously,
we have
yeah.
one spell. I didn't see the
Oh, I was
situation
fine.
because I zoomed through it, but let's maybe skip 30 seconds back into the past and see what's happening top.
Yeah, I think it was just a late TP. I do TP, I have good knife awareness.
Okay, so
Especially
clearly
silencer.
X or something patches being hunted. Okay, so you are running here and you're looking elsewhere. That's what I take away from this. That's really good because that's as support, especially on silencer. That's something we need to do all the time, since sometimes, or like a lot of the times, we're not even in the fight when we press global silence as a global hero, right?
Yeah.
Like we need to be aware of what's happening on the other side of the map, and you're illustrating beautifully that you are looking here right now. Like you're standing still down here because you're looking. Maybe they're saying something over the mic, but like you're paying attention, you're coming in, and you're coming. Okay, but like remember
Yeah,
like what I said about no mana, like with the null talisman. If you had two mangoes here, the TP would be great. But like without the mana,
Great. I knew the chair teleported too. I knew it.
I mean you did TP on the right side, right? If you TP here, maybe we have impact. If you TP 2 seconds earlier, maybe we can do something. But like what I want to point out is our state of the mana and how we only have one spell instead of like I don't know both spells and maybe a couple of attacks with glaives. That would be ideal, right? Because of the null talisman. Anyways, we're here. Let's see what we do.
Steal some of Pudge's farm, it looks like, and
I'm kind of hanging around and we wind up dying. That's a yike for me. The situation was the situation was over, right? Like Patch died and we kind of came
I
here
should
for
have used the
nothing
teleporter.
and just yes, exactly, just twin gate back bottom and like keep being around your Bloodseeker. So we died and we immediately TP. That's something I personally don't like in this situation because it goes against being TP ready, right? I know I said get level 6 quickly, but as support we have the duty to help out the other lanes if they need it. And this specific TP makes it so that like they know you died, right? The enemy team knows you're dead in theory. So if you then appear 3 seconds later after your respawn down here, they know you TP'd. What does that mean for them? Hey, Silencer can't be top. We could swarm top with 5 heroes and kill all of this, take the tower, and there's nothing really the Silencer can do, because Silencer has to walk all the way down here to TP then, and then walk even down here to even be in the fight. Takes too much time, like people die by that time already. Like that's like, what, 20, 30 seconds? That's a lot of time. I prefer if you walk a little bit more on supports, unless the lane is empty. If you see an empty mid lane, because the mid laner ganked top, you definitely UTP here. But your Bloodseeker was on this lane. He was already taking the resources.
Yeah.
Off lane gank from the Monkey King. Nice, you get a kill on the Slug. What are we pressing buttons on? That's what I want to know. Maybe go back a little. Zooming too fast. There. Okay. I don't really like going on the Monkey King too much, because his spells he already used earlier. Like here he used the jump, it's now on cooldown for 10 seconds. He already used his Boundless Strike, very long cooldown. And in terms of damage, we don't really have anything without Rupture. Like even Disruptor is more of a CC type of hero, he doesn't have a lot of damage. Like a hero that does a lot of damage, for example, is Jug Hero. Or like Witch Doctor Maledict, he can also be a lot of damage. We just don't have the damage to kill this guy. And I'd rather have the silence for a hero that, you know, does something like a Techies or like a Jug Hero. I mean, it's okay, we die. And here's the phase where I want to see a lot of stacks, as I mentioned. Let's see what you decide to do. Like, we're not getting this minute, but maybe the next minute.
I decide I'm going back in.
We're just going back fighting, that's cool too. Like, if you're winning, go fight, by all means. We swarmed them, we won, that's cool. And now, on a support perspective...
No big deal.
No big deal, no big deal. What are our stats? Let's look. Silencer here, 2-1. Okay, so we just came back into the game. And we're ignoring the clock, alright?
Do I know? No, I don't know why. I don't know what I was doing. Oh, I decided I was going back in, I guess.
Like, Arc is a good target for Silence, in my opinion. Like, if you get it before he presses his ultimate, it can be really cool. In terms of ulti... Like, Silence has a very tricky ulti to master. Like, I know you have the experience, like, on that hero, so I probably
Oh, I've
don't
never
say
said I'm
anything
good
new.
at the
No,
hero.
but like you have a lot of games, right? Like you pressed ulti a lot, so that tells you if what I'm telling you is going in the right direction or not.
Okay, well, hear me out. The cooldown is 70 seconds. I could hold it all game and never click it, and then
That's
I just
true.
feel angry by the end of the game,
That's
like,
true.
never
That's true.
clicked it.
I guess like what I want to say about global is it's a function of how much can we disrupt the enemy team and how much can we kill them if we press the ulti, right? So for example, if we have Patch Hook and Dismember on cooldown, or as well as like all of disruptor spells, maybe we're a little bit disinclined to actually try to use global silence. Whereas if they have all spells up, maybe even a disruptor ulti ready, like pressing global now can be really really good. In this instance, I feel like we don't really have spells on Disruptor because he just pressed them. Nobody is TPing in, and we're
Yeah.
just running from the monkey who has a Orb of Corrosion and an Echo Saber. So like, it kind of doesn't do anything in that sense.
Yeah, but Pudge got him, so it's half worth it.
He's eating him. Like, nothing really happened. So I like this button is so important. Like I'm not advocating never use it. That's not what I'm saying, right? Like
Yeah.
if you get a kill on a core, you fucking use it. You know, if you can save a core with the spell, you fucking use it. But like here, it didn't do anything, and I want to try to illustrate why that might be, like contributing factors as to why this ulti didn't do anything. And in part, it's because Disruptor didn't have spells. We only had Patch, who alone doesn't do enough, and nobody TP'd in to help. Like we weren't enough people. Like this was more like a panic ulti, which is fine, but we try to avoid those. So another minute has passed, no stacks.
Yeah, we just really love going bottom. It's like our passion.
And honestly, it's really good. I rather you go on the off lane than go on the safe lane. Because this tower is really important in opening up the map, right? Like this tower enables people to TP in this area, which allows them to not only like contest this tower, but like contest these creep camps a little bit more readily, or whoever's farming here can be defended more readily. And if the
Yeah.
tower is gone, like now all of this area belongs to Dire. That's like beautiful, right? Because like the next TP is down here, ignoring the 6-second TP down here. Like claiming these camps for our own. That's basically what this tower does. Maybe even some of these camps. It's actually really good that you guys are down here. And we're already starting to be like in a mid-game-ish period, which is where I said, you know, pick your buddy and try to do something with him. We already determined that our patch doesn't do anything, like you said so yourself, you know.
He's farming.
He's
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 like game
farming.
hero. He's
Though generally speaking, you know, we have to look at both the hero as well as the player to make this decision
Yeah.
who our gang buddy is going to be. Because Patch as a hero is actually really good, right? Like I can slow with Silencer and like even give vision and trees with Last Word, so
Yeah.
the Patch can hook. You know, like if we work together in tandem, that can work really well. But then there's also the player side. You know, this player doesn't want to do that. Like he wants to sit in trees and be AFK all day. Sit in the jungle, I meant. Like
Which is weird for a Pudge player.
I mean, like he thinks of it as a carry. You know, he thinks I need to really get my Agam Scepter going, and he doesn't know that you can work together. He just doesn't know better. So that's his default is going into the jungle. That's like the second best thing, you know, as a core in that situation. Just farm in the jungle. The best thing is just like killing the strongest core in the enemy team every time, which is like Arc Warden or like Slug or whatever, you know. It's not a bad thing he's doing in the sense that it's like atrocious and like, oh my god, fuck this guy. No, like he is playing core in that sense. It's just not the best thing to do. Like if you grab him and a smoke when your ulti is up, maybe with a disruptor, and then you smoke towards like a Bloodseeker and sniper happens to be nearby, that's the best kind of fight you can take. We said this player on patch is bad. Like patch is maybe a hero I want to hang out with. What's another hero we can play around here?
It's really just Bloodseeker.
It's really just Bloodseeker, isn't it? Yeah.
It's just Bloodseeker. I mean, I could walk around with Sniper, but like, what are we gonna fucking do?
Like Sniper's not like an LC, right? Sniper's not like an X. Sniper's more
Yeah.
like a defending kind of hero where you TP into Sniper to defend him. So I 100% agree with you. Whenever Bloodseeker ulti is up, that's maybe a hero we want to grab with our smoke and try to make a play on a hero like Slark, on a hero like Monkey King or whatever. Like for example, we could, when we have our ultimate, we could, with Bloodseeker ultimate, we could smoke on the Slark, we find the Slark. I don't know, where is he at? He's farming a camp here, for example. Bloodseeker presses his ultimate. What is Slark going to
He
do?
lost his lane so hard. He had nothing.
Like, you played really well on the lane. If we press the Bloodseeker ultimate on the Slark, what is he going to do?
Teleport out.
He's gonna do one of two things, or maybe both. He's going to either teleport out, like you said, 100% correct, or he's gonna press his ulti, right?
Uh-huh.
And maybe both. So Silencer and Bloodseeker alone cannot reliably kill the Slug. That's just something I want to point out. It's actually really important that we have a Disruptor or a Pudge nearby to disrupt that from happening. Pudge can grab the Slug through the Slug ulti when he's TPing, and Disruptor can only do that when he sees the Slug. So if we press Rupture and then Global immediately, at least we take away Slug's ability to press ulti, so he can only TP now. And then just having the Disruptor alone is enough to actually get the kill. Like it's a bit like a chess combination, if you will, right? That's what I'm trying to point out. Why it's important to realize what our potential is and how it plays out. We bring the guy we want to play with, Bloodseeker, we identified that. And all I'm saying is to actually get the kill, like if we think it through, we actually need one more hero. We need to be at least 3. Does it make sense? Or?
Yep, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, like at least we're getting experience, we're getting resources, you know, like things are happening. It's going okay. Okay, let me see. I want to see from your perspective actually how you're doing it. Alright.
Oh, little me was trying to save Disruptor. I have a support. I like to, you know, to help my little friend. I was staying back.
That's cool. Okay, so you see the monkey coming in.
Yeah, I saw it. I was like, oh no! I know the silence wouldn't help him out.
Like this.
When I was hoping it would.
This is not a terrible silence. I just want to point out how, especially in this bracket, most monkeys want to play, right? Like we in order to understand silence, we need to understand every other hero as well, and that means we need to understand what the monkey wants to do.
I'm the literal bait to Monkey King.
Like you know that this monkey, what this monkey really wants to do is to press Jingu on him 4 times, like right click him 4 times with his Echo Saber, and then he wants to stun, because then he gets like the big damage and like he gets a kill, right? So we can hold the silence a bit. Like even the animation on Monkey King is fairly long, so like we can silence in the middle of the animation because we don't have cast animation, but he has it. Just as a point, like the silence was okay. Like you did help your guy, he survived. We got a kill.
Thank God.
Great silence.
Poor Disruptor. You didn't deserve that.
Like all I'm saying is try to.
That's why I was staying back. I didn't want to be that person.
like you did great. All I'm pointing out is you can be a little bit more precise. You know, like have a good reason to press it. And maybe sometimes that means I need to actually look at a replay like this. Oh, so close.
They are no stun team. Because Pudge is busy.
That's like a drafting consideration. Like I know you
well,
enjoy Silencer.
Play Silencer. Yeah.
I know you enjoy Silencer, but maybe try to like I wouldn't pick Silencer every game because if I do, I will wind up in stunless teams a lot. I would pick Silencer if I have any kind of stun on the other support, like because you usually first phase it, right? So if you have any kind of stun in your team already, I think then is a good point in time to decide to go with the Silencer. Because even your team will pick heroes like snipers, like even the cores, like they could get stuns. You know, we could have an LC on the Bloodseeker. We could have an Urshik on the Bloodseeker. We could have a Centaur, a Beastmaster, any kind of hero that actually has a stun. But he elected not to pick a hero with a disable when he sees my supports don't really have that many stuns. You know. Do you use voice chat a lot? Like
all the time, every game.
Okay, cool. Because like what I learned, like I played a couple of games with Maiden, right? And what I learned about like women using voice chat is like the brain turns off for every player in the game
No,
that
no,
doesn't know her.
it's fairly normal. It's a mindset thing. It depends what you say. Honestly, nobody really gives a shit that I'm a woman.
Yes, yes, okay. Because my experience was like in those games I played with her, everybody like immediately like the blood went into the loins and everybody stopped thinking about the game. That's what happened in those games.
Oh, no, it depends what I'm saying, as long as I'm not trying to actively seduce them. But I'm saying, guys, go
It's not
mid, you
that Maiden did
idiots.
that, you know,
Little
like it's not
dip.
that she did that, but
Yeah,
like
no, I get it.
okay.
No, it doesn't change people that
All
much,
right,
in
so
my opinion.
that's like a different opinion from what I experienced. So that's good to know that you're confident using the mic.
Yeah.
I'll take that into consideration as well.
I only went mid because he was yelling that Arc Warden was pushing mid.
And we
I
decide
didn't have
by apparently a shard.
an Ag Shard because I was pissed. No, actually, I just wanted Ag Shard just in general. I was like, we're so behind. I'm gonna be behind unless I get Ag Shard. Did they change the Arc Warden bubble, by the way?
Yes, they
Side
did.
note?
Like it works
Because now
differently
I
now.
could attack outside the bubble,
Mm.
and I'm like, oh, okay.
So the Arc Warden bubble got changed like previously. As you remember, it was 100% miss chance all the time. Now they changed it so that one bubble, depending on which side you're playing on, it changes if the illusion has it or the main hero, right? One of these effects will be on the hero or on the illusion. Like I think if you're radiant, the first effect is on that bubble, meaning you get the bonus attack speed and the evasion on radiant on the hero. And if you're on dire, it switches around. Then it's on the double. So it switches around depending on which side Dark Warden is on. So that's very confusing, and I need to read it every time as well. And the other bubble that doesn't give the evasion is bonus attack range and bonus damage with the attacks
Got it.
instead of evasion. We get kills. It's cool. In,
Yeah, I focused more on the illusion. The other guy had
in
it, and I
terms
didn't
of
want to.
items, so the way I think about items is items reflect what we need in the time that comes at us, right?
Yeah.
So like you elected to buy a shard here. If I were to like grab my patch and my bloodseeker and run around and try to kill people, I might think about other items. And that's mainly going back to this idea of chess, to this
Like a
combination
what? A
of how
Rod
can
of
we kill.
Atos at that point? Like,
Like
even those stuns.
Rod of Atos can be decent. I guess
It's
like
just so expensive. There was no way I was gonna afford Rod of Atos.
very true. Like Orchid can be fine on Silencer specifically because of
So
Arcane Curse.
expensive.
So expensive though, right? So if we're just limiting ourselves to maybe like defensive items, like what items would I maybe consider? And
Well, yeah, that's why I went for stuff.
I just want to throw out some items that I would be thinking about generally speaking as support, right? Like the old
I mean,
Glimmer
really,
Cape,
this would have been a perfect Glimmer Cape game because,
Force
but I didn't go
Staff.
Glimmer Cape because I honestly Monkey King really wanted Disruptor, and I just knew that that was his priority.
Exactly, like so, like Glimmer Cape, Force Staff, sometimes even a Yule Scepter. Let's see what else we can consider, like an urn, like a vessel is a
Yeah.
consideration. Maybe even something like a drum sometimes. What things that help our team stay alive, like a Heaven's Halberd, currently not bought a lot, but like it's an item. We can even think about like a Blink Dagger, maybe not specifically on Silencer, but like on other heroes, that's a consideration we make and think about. Those are the items I think. Maybe like Lotus Orb or Crimson Guard are the items we sometimes think about, but usually a Korba is a Crimson Guard. But like a Lotus Orb can be an item we think about for sure, and even like buying just a Linken's for supports. Maybe not as the first item, but as the second or third item. Sometimes on support we buy a Linken Sphere to just put on our core to protect, for example, against a duel or something. Which of these items would you think are like? Did I mention Crest? Did I mention Crest? I think I did.
No, but
Solar Crest. Very good. Which of these items do you think are like better, and which of these items do you think are maybe a little bit worse in this specific game if we look at the lineup, right?
I mean, lineup wise, anything that would help my team escape. I mean, they have so much initiation,
Yes, they have like a
especially
monkey
for my
that can
poor
come
little
in, right?
sniper. I would really, that Force Staff is probably the #1 thing I'd buy right now, just because it breaks the Slark chain and.
Exactly. And what is important about thinking about items, in my opinion, is to be very specific, right? Like to understand what item do I really need. The fall stuff is especially good to break pounds. Really like that. It can be especially good to like disconnect from a monkey that like just tree dance on top of us, or like get somebody out of the ultimate. Very specific, right? It can be very helpful in like dodging a blast off, like especially when you already have a sticky bomb on you, like you know where he's gonna put his blast off in, and you just force stuff away. Very cool. Like, or if Arc Warden is on you with the spark, right? Like force stuff really strong here, or like just like getting out of a Jakiro ulti. But like in terms of like
He hasn't kicked any
specificity.
buttons.
You know what I mean? Like in terms of specificity, we have like 4 heroes 4 stuff is great against. So I really like that you have the 4 stuff in your sticky buy, and I already see that you know how to stack items in the sticky buy. Very good. I want to see more wards in here, please. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
But like that's already good. Maiden didn't know that, so like one more difference. Very cool. What else? Yeah. So we talked about 4 stuff. Why did you say you like Glimmer Cape here?
Only because if I Force Staff out, a lot of their heroes are pretty fast. Like Arc Warden, like even if I Force Staff out, that guy's gonna fuck me up if he could see me.
True, true. Like he's gonna maybe get like a Glupney or something, right? Like he already has a
Yeah,
Maelstrom, so
that's
like he
so
still catches
annoying.
you, like really annoying. The 4 stuff can be not enough sometimes. Like in this early stage,
Yeah,
4 stuff can be helpful, but as soon as he has Glupney, doesn't feel that good anymore, right?
exactly.
So that's where you say, okay, like I disconnect from him, so even if he has dust, he can't use it because I'm away, right? And then I go Invis and then I'm safe. Cool. What other heroes can Glimmer Cape help against?
What other heroes could Glimmer Keep help against?
hmm Like
A monkey.
let's keep in
Well, I
mind.
mean, all of them,
It,
really. Okay, well, okay,
let's keep in mind
Slark
it's
kind of, he gets
the
the
Q, right?
nullifier eventually, but oh, Jakiro. Oh yeah,
Like
because we're
it's
talking
a
about the
300
magic
damage
resist.
barrier for magic damage, right? Like that's what Glimmer
Yeah.
does. Like it makes us invis, but like the invisibility, if you buy something for the invis alone, there's always this 80 gold item that kind of makes it feel bad to buy a 2150 gold item if you can counter it with a fraction of the cost. That doesn't seem
Yeah.
great. So like we're really talking about the magic damage barrier, in my opinion. So like against Slug that can help, a little bit at least, Dark Pact. And even if he has to buy a dust and like waste it to kill us, that's probably still better. Like Glimmer Cape in that sense, because it's invis, it can gain value over time, right? If we use a whole bunch of dusts, then Glimmer Cape becomes worth it, or like the opponent's overbuy a lot of sentries and we still escape, then Glimmer Cape gets value over time. But we need to look at it as an investment for the invis in that sense, and that doesn't feel too great because there are other items we can get. We can upgrade the attack speed of Sniper and Bloodseeker with Crest, for example, right? I don't know if you are aware, but you get 70 attack speed if you pull a Crest on a core, on that core, which is like half a moon shard. It's
Okay.
like a consumed moon shard. Case in point, where's moon shard? Moon shard has 140 attack speed normal if you buy it, but if it's consumed, it has 60 attack speed. So it's actually better than a moon shard because it gives you 70 instead of 60 attack speed. Really strong. So if you have right clicking cores, I really like Crest a lot. Plus, it
Hmm.
gives you a 400 HP barrier against physical damage, which in early game is a lot of the stuff also that's going on. Glimmer Cape, so magic damage, right? It's just slug, Q, like it's not bad. It's not bad. Like any of the techie spells, all of them deal magic damage, I think. They're not pure damage at all, yes. It can help against Spark Race as well as Flux, but a lot of the damage coming out of Arc, in my opinion, is physical, right? Like he right clicks a lot. And obviously Jakiro, everything, except when he has Aghanim, I think it turns into pure damage on the ultimate. So all of these spells, Glimmer Cape can help against, making it an okay item, I think, right? What do you think?
Yeah, I think so.
Like we named like 4 heroes, so that's good enough for me, in my opinion. Like it doesn't need to be 5 heroes. Four heroes seems fine. How do we feel about Crest?
I don't ever buy it, but I love the concept.
Okay, let's think it through. We have a sniper and a bloodseeker that both do benefit from the attack speed, right? As well as movement speed. Like the movement speed is also really important. And the physical damage barrier. Physical damage barrier is
Mhm.
probably good against, like a Slark, Monkey King, and an Arc Warden to a degree. Like maybe not amazing against Slack, but it does help. And maybe not amazing against Arc Warden, but it does help. It always helps. And it's kind of irrelevant against like as the damage barrier against Techies and Jakiro. But Like the movement speed can help us dodge spells from the Jack Hero. It can help us get to heroes faster. It can help us with the attack speed kill them faster. Like both Sniper and Bloodseeker really, really like attack speed. So I really like Crest because it not only helps against heroes, like it helps against 3 of their heroes on paper, and it helps 2 of our heroes be stronger. So like we said, Glimmercape helps against 4 heroes, and Crest in a way, if we were to like simplify it like that, right, helps 5 heroes. Like if we just do the math on that. So like very 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 simply said, I like Crest a little bit more than I like Glimmercape.
Got it. Okay.
What?
I don't think I ended up getting a Glimmer Cape, so.
That's all right. Like we're just talking about the items right now. I just want to like illustrate how do I think about items and maybe help you get there. What do you think about the item Lotus Orb in this game? Like now that I've done the Crest, try to follow my thought process. You can take your time.
I understand why we get the Lotus, because we could dispel the Jakiro thing off of us. We could maybe get the Arc Warden Orchid off of us. Techie Silence, Slark and Monkey King, not the best. If I see Slark and Monkey King, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm getting a Lotus Orb. That's weird. It's okay. It's expensive for what? It's too expensive. I don't know. Right now I'm thinking like 12 minutes. What could I afford based on my GPM at the moment?
Like I don't think Lotus Orb is very good here because as you said, right now it's only really good against like 2 heroes. It's not amazing, but like I want to point out that you get 10 armor. And this 10 armor can be good against a hero like Monkey King. It can keep you alive long enough for your team to come in and press their buttons. So like this item also makes you tankier, and that's something to keep in mind. Let's go through maybe one more item. What do you think about Heaven's Halberd?
What do I think about Heaven's Halberd?
Yes, what do you think about Heaven's
Love
Halberd
it.
in this
Love,
game?
love it. Here, on the Silencer, I haven't really gotten it on a support lately. I mostly get it on offlane res.
I must tell you, I haven't bought this item in a long time because of the recent
The
patch.
mana is just so expensive. Honestly, I used to buy it a lot on Night Stalker.
It used to be really good. It used to be really, really
high, and then I was like, guys, I can't buy it. I know that Heaven's Halberd looks great on Night Stalker. My mana pool is 600 mana. I don't actually have the mana to use the item.
It's true.
Like I don't know. I wish I could buy the item more.
I mean, the mana issues, like we're going to work on that by buying more region. That's going to be part of what I will teach you to like keep buying clarities, So that alone shouldn't discourage us. But like what the item used to do is you just press it on a core, and if he presses BKB, he is still disarmed. He can't attack even through BKB, right? And they changed that so that even if you press it before the BKB, and they put the BKB, now they can attack again. So like the item got like nerfed into the ground. Like that's what used to be really strong about the hybrid and no longer is.
Yeah.
So that makes that item fairly weak. Do you want to do one more item for fun?
Sure.
Okay, what do you think about? Oh, let's think about Orchid. What do you like?
I love Orchid. Orchid's sexy. Though this game, I don't want it to get purged by Slark.
Okay, let's think about.
It's really not that. Here is it. Okay,
go through each hero for me, please. How valuable do you think Orchid is against each hero?
Orchid on Jakiro, I'd give it. Okay, if I'm playing.
Yeah, 1 to 10. 1 to 10 is very good. Like I like that you do that. 1 to 10.
Let's say I'm playing mid silencer. Let's just pretend that I have damage.
Okay, let's just pretend you have damage.
And I'm going for the kill.
Let's pretend you have a team.
Jakiro, I will kill him if I have Orchid.
Amazing.
Arc Warden, I guess if it's his original, I could maybe kill him if I get the. We'll see how scared he is. Honestly, as an offlaner, sometimes I just know I could kill people if they back up a little bit.
Yes. When they show fear, we pounce.
Yeah, it's not like logical, really. Techies, I can murder. Orchid on Monkey King, I will die. Slark, I will die. So I would not buy it. Late game, I'd maybe buy it, depending on who the problem is.
Okay, so the way I think about Orchid, right, is what abilities do I take away if I silence somebody? For like Jakiro, right? Like he can no longer Ice Path, he can no longer ulti. Like very big AoE spells are being taken away. I have more space to maneuver, and he takes more damage. Like I know it's not only 5 seconds, but usually when you run around as a team with a smoke, like this Orchid can make a very big difference. That being said, I haven't played Silencer support in quite a while. I don't know if this is an item you commonly buy.
He's not the best.
But I want to point out that this is an item that exists and it's actually really strong on Silencer. Against Slark, I want to take away your fear from buying Orchid because Slark has, yes, he does have Dark Pact, Like with a
Scary.
cooldown of, I don't know, 5.5 seconds after talent level 10. Um,
I'll melt.
that's scary, right? Like you get scared. Like the uptime actually is something like 50% on that. So like the real cooldown, the real window of opportunity we have is 2 to 3 seconds. Now these 2 to 3 seconds don't sound like much, but if you orchid him in that time, you enlarge that window and he can't press any buttons anymore. So all you have to do is time it and wait for him to press Q and then press it. Or like be faster than him reacting in order to press Orchid on him and to get the kill. So I think Orchid is actually a really good item against Slark. Don't be scared to buy an Orchid if you think it's the right item. All you have to do is time it.
Yeah, it's different if I played Core Silencer, which I should. I don't think Silencer's not a reliable core hero. I'd rather play Sniper.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. I just want to talk about the item, right? This is more like an item discussion, I
Yeah,
think,
yeah.
rather than like really go buy it. You know, it's not like a suggestion buy it, but like I just want to point out items
Yeah.
like Hex and Orchid are actually really good
I'm a
against
big
Slark.
Scythe of Ice fan. I love that
Nice,
item.
nice, very good item. Like I buy it a lot.
Yeah.
Against the
It's
Monkey
usually
King,
like late game support. I usually consider Scythe of
mm,
Ice.
yes, obviously it's not the first item we buy, but like we do buy it a lot. How do you feel about Monkey King in his ulti with like a silence?
How do I feel about Monkey King and his ult with what
Like
silence?
you put Orchid on him, right? Like the
Well, it doesn't
silence.
do anything.
It doesn't do shit. What about Monkey King before his ultimate?
Yeah, of course. Then
Hacking
he can't
amazing,
cast
right?
it.
Hacking amazing. Okay, so I just want to point out that there are like different points in the game where the item can be good or bad. So if we press
A lot
Orchid
of
in time,
silencer I have to consider like I have to consider, is my team gonna initiate or is
mm,
their team gonna initiate?
yes, yes.
So like looking at this game, I'm assuming their team's gonna initiate, so then I'm a little fucked because I have to predict when they're gonna fucking jump in, or I could hope that my pause one Pudge decides that he's done jungling and he will land a hook.
Why?
But
I mean, that's a good point you bring up. But why do you think their team is initiating?
because they're very aggro. I mean, Monkey King just wants to jump on trees. He's gonna jump on any support. He has
Mm-hmm.
no impulse control. Arc Warden's literally just split pushing mid half the time. He has no map
Okay,
awareness.
so
He's
that
gonna
you
just
you
go
say
on
that
and
from the
everybody.
experience you have from playing the game, right?
Yeah, from playing in the skill bracket. If I get a higher
Mm,
skill bracket, I'm gonna know nothing. But this skill bracket, I know enough. I know
okay.
that Slark has no
Um,
impulse control. If he sees a support with no force staff, he's gonna go on
Yes,
me.
yes. So I really like that you are aware about what the players are doing. That's like a really good thing to make moves that you maybe ordinarily wouldn't do
Yeah.
to beat them because you read their behavior and you play against it. I really like that you have this awareness. When I asked this question, like how do you feel about that in this game, I'm asking specifically about the heroes themselves before I even think
Oh.
about the players.
Oh, the heroes themselves, like if they were playing properly.
If they just press all their buttons, like how do you feel about it then?
About
The
wait, what
like we
exactly?
we are talking about Orchid, right?
Oh, how would I feel about Orchid if they clicked all their buttons? I mean,
Exactly.
I would
That's
just
that's the
generally.
question that I'm asking. If everybody goes all in, like how do no wait, we were actually sorry. Now I got confused.
Yeah, now I'm
we
confused.
were talking about Orchid, and then we talked about initiation, and I asked you like what makes you think that they have more initiation. That's what we were talking about. Sorry, like I got sidetracked myself.
Oh, the movement. Slark has
Exactly.
pounce. Arc Warden is Arc Warden. Monkey King
Hmm.
is fucking tree guy.
Okay.
Techies explodes.
So
Jakiro, he's slow. Poor guy.
so they're like kind of decent at like running at us and attacking us, right? And
Heck yeah.
so what I want to point out is this like a function of how well does our team run at them, if you will. You know, like a Tusk, for example, is a hero that
My team runs at them pretty shittily. Besides Bloodseeker, he's a bro.
he's a
Um,
bro. But there's also Pudge
yeah.
to consider, like in theory, right? Like
Nah.
remember we talk about the hero. We talk about the hero. We don't talk about the player just
Yeah,
yet.
if he was playing properly, then they would be like
Mm,
best friends,
exactly,
and he
exactly.
would do
Because like
something. How many flesh heaps does he have? Not many, probably. I don't think
probably
he's
like
done
we're
much.
only 17 minutes in, you know, like he's five
Yeah,
flashy. But like in theory, like that's a really strong combo, right? Like pressing rupture and then like hooking, so the rupture deals more damage. Really
yeah,
strong. So I want to point out that in theory we have a decent team to run at them. It's probably not as good at running at them as they are at running at us, simply because of the material. Like Sniper just doesn't do that well, whereas Arc Warden can do that fairly reliably. So if I
yeah.
had to like put like between 1 and 10, put like a run at them scale on these teams, I would give the Radiant team, I don't know, like a 7 maybe. It's not like a 10. but like 6 to 7, something like that. And our team gets like a 5, in my opinion, I would say, at running at them. Whereas in which team is better in defending, you think?
Oh, sniper. My team.
Our team, right? Like we're very, very good at defending the high ground. Like we have global
Yeah.
ulti with silence. We have disruptor AoE going in the choke, right? If you think about like this specific choke, for example. We have sniper sitting on the high ground, a patch hooking somebody in so the sniper can kill him off. And like even blood right. Like our team is a lot better at defending high ground than them, even though their team is also not bad against defending high ground because of Jack Hero, Techies, and Arc Warden. But they have 3 heroes that are very good at that, and we have like 4. So I would say we are slightly better at that. That's something to keep in mind all throughout the game, and maybe analyze games with later. Like, what team was actually better at getting run at? Like, I ran at people all day, and I just died. Why did I die? Oh, I just
Yeah.
realized they have like a Kotl or something. They're actually really good at defending. So that's something to keep in mind. Let's keep going maybe a little bit in this game. Like I don't want to look at the full game because it
Yeah,
would
no,
take too
that's
much time.
understandable.
But we look a little bit more. See what we can find. I think we brought up good points already. So silence. We global. Let's look at what we did to ulti for, right?
I wonder what I ulted for. I probably saw a little support, and that's usually my
Okay,
trigger.
so right now it looks like we're on the prowl, right? Let's see what's happened. That's a beautiful silence. I love the silence. Very cool. Very cool silence. Perfect silence. Amazing. Because we saw 3 heroes ready to press buttons, right? Like
Yeah.
see how this is different from the earlier stages. Let's look at it again. Like the difference is you looking with the camera. So we see one guy, we see the other guy that has spells. And now we see a third guy and you press the button. Bam. Perfect. Why is this good? We got one guy out of position who is now gonna get dismembered, like our Bloodseekers here, ready to press his buttons too. We are here to press our buttons, and we just take away their ability to do anything with the silence. They can't react. All of their buttons they want to press, like ultimate, dual breath, slowing down attack speed, liquid fire, like even just purging Dark Pact or pressing ultimate, like all of his ultimate, no one can press a button. Like it's really good. We get to press all of our buttons. We're ready. We're coordinated, and like it doesn't get any better than this. Like perfect silence. Like we get the slug, like I previously said, up here with the silence when we were talking here. Beautiful silence. Well done. That's how silence works. Like whereas down here we weren't coordinated. Like spells were on cooldown on
Yeah.
Disruptor.
I had no mana.
Yep. And we just go back to fighting and we catch the slug again. Wow, beautiful.
Yeah,
We're
it's
going
bad.
places. Alright,
so
so
bad.
this is a good place to decide to maybe go and smoke still. Because we have now 5 heroes against their 4. So we just killed the slug here. I know we don't have ultimates, but we're still very strong at running at them. Simply because we have one more hero and our normal spells are good enough to deal damage and they have low cooldown, as you can see.
Mhm.
Whenever you kill a hero, you wanna think about what do I do? Like do I take an objective, like mid tower is a thing, or just like smoking, running at them is a thing, or just farming? Like those are basically our options, right? I guess we can put Roshan in there somewhere. Maybe instead of a tower, is it tower or Rosh? We don't take Rosh right now, even though we do have damage. Just like walking to the Rosh would take too long. We don't really have that much damage on our sniper. He has a phylactery.
Yeah.
But I think like taking the tower would be cool here. If you then go on the mic and just say, okay, guys, we just killed this guy. Let's go take mid tower, or just smoke. Oh, you even choose to smoke. Amazing. Well done.
I forced my disruptor into it.
What I like about smoke, in terms of like
I
you think a
forced
lot
I
about the
forced my
players, right?
disruptor.
Uh,
Yeah.
so I love that. And psychologically, what the smoke does, right? When you press the smoke
I
in the right
literally, it's
moment,
me telling them you guys are fighting. You guys.
exactly. It's like a big go signal to them, and you can influence your players that way. So that's something to keep in mind on support. Beautiful. Like we're one more hero. We're willing to ball, and we're here. We get more kills. Perfect. I couldn't have done it better. Like I was gonna say go smoke, and you just did it. But now we're kind of here, but we're not taking the tower, even though sniper's available too. Like I kind of want you to then orient your team towards the tower, and you're just kind of retreating.
Where am I going?
I don't know.
Oh,
We're kind
the
of
other way
walking
around.
around.
I changed my mind. Just walk in.
That's okay. We change
I'm
our
there.
mind in Dota all the time. On within 1 second,
That.
we make 3 decisions.
Yeah. I just let that guy die. My global was down.
Yeah, it was done. It's fine.
I think. Yeah.
Like he was maybe too forward, but like sniper could have definitely attacked the tower, and like Patch could be ready to like hook the sniper
Oh,
if he's in
great.
trouble.
Nice job, mate. I was gonna stack.
We
I ended
we
up
have
not.
arcane boots. Yeah, we thought about stacking like minute 20.
Yeah, it's a little late.
That's a little
Whatever.
late. Remember, like I put in that little cheat sheet I gave you, this
Yeah.
transitional mid game period. That's between 5 to 12 minutes. Maybe let's make it a little bit longer for one, 5 to 15 minutes. Okay, like it's not exact science. It's where I want all these stacks to occur. So we just died. We're respawning. Where are we going? I show you all the heroes. Where are we
Where am I?
going?
It looks like I'm writing in chat, but am I thinking about where I'm going? It looks like I'm XDing them.
You're just memeing on them like a boss. I show you all heroes. Where would you like to go? We are support
probably
silencer.
probably just follow Pudge.
In general, we just follow our Bloodseeker and our
Yeah.
Patch, right?
Yeah. I did yeah.
But do we TP or do we walk? Like, remember, you don't see all heroes actually. You only see these heroes. Like,
I guess I TP only because I feel like they're going for that T. They're gonna want to kill the tower regardless.
so what I want to point out here is like you're chatting. In that time that we are dead, you know, literal dead time. We can look at the minimap and shape this decision. You know, like instead of XDing at the opponents, we can look at the minimap. We saw 2 heroes in the mid lane. We saw Monkey King was maybe going down here farming. We just saw yellow. I think it should work fine now. We don't see much. We see teal top. We see Agwarden, which is probably an illusion if you click on it, right? We see yellow bot, which is the Monkey King. We saw him walk in that direction. We see the real Agwarden mid now, I think. Yes. And we are respawning now. This is all we saw. Where do we go? Like in this entire 30-second window, we only saw 2 heroes. We saw Monkey King is down here, we saw the real Arc Warden mid. That's all we saw. What do we do? And I think it doesn't change anything. We still go here.
Yeah, I just went bottom.
But
Yeah.
do you walk here or do you TP here?
I TP, but I should walk.
Yes, you should walk. Exactly.
Yeah.
Why should you walk?
Because there's
What is
nothing
good
going
about
on. I need to
walking?
be
What is
ready
good about
because I
walking?
need to be available if something
Exactly,
happens.
you need to be available. You need to be available to the sniper. Let's see what you wind up doing actually. Like you TP, like you identified where you need to go, or maybe it's luck. I don't know. Like you probably didn't look at the heroes like we just did in the dead timer, right? Like you were
No,
XDing on them.
I just followed the Bloodseeker and the Pudgy.
Exactly.
Pudge finally moved to the off lane. Do you know how excited I was?
Finally, some hooking.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, this man means business. I'm like trying to follow him.
Good silence.
I misclicked.
Ah, that was a
That's
misclick.
how I
Okay,
died.
okay.
That was a misclick.
Yes,
I went
yes, yes.
back randomly.
Okay. Then I don't need to say anything. Yeah, like you identified where you need to go. You just went about it in the wrong way, which can, like in this bracket, it doesn't make that big of a difference in that sense. But the higher you go, the more important it is to be TP ready, because people play as a unit more. This time we're walking because we don't have a TP. That's cool. I also want to point out that we bought a full null talisman of a region, and then we bought arcane boots before our force staff, thinking that maybe we need more mana.
We did need mana.
We did need mana, true, but I think we needed a force staff a little bit more, or like, you know, the crest item, the small one. What's it called? Pavis. Like that goes into crest, right? Like that gives you a shield, the 300 damage shield alone. I think we needed that a little bit more than the mana. Keep in mind that the Pavis also gives you flat mana. Like, is it still 250 on this one? Yeah, it's just flat 250. But like that helps with making one combo on your hero. Or like if you want to think about it this way, you get to cast your ulti almost for free one time if you come out of the fountain. That's a big deal. When do you think you can think about taking Roshan with your lineup?
When my team does something.
Okay, I want you to be a little bit more precise if you can.
When if honestly,
Like you
Art Ward
obviously
and
you're
Demise,
conceptually right.
preferably.
If you crush them close to Roshan, something like that, then maybe we can take Roshan. But like, what about our team enables us to take Roshan in the first place? I guess is the question I should ask.
When they're not pressuring the lane, and I know Monkey King isn't following me around.
Yes,
So
yes.
Arc Warden dead, preferably, and Monkey King somewhere far away.
And like just like taking out Roshan itself, right? Is the question I'm asking actually. Like maybe I haven't been
Oh,
precise enough on it. Like this guy's fat, okay, like
n-
he has 9,000 HP, he has like
well,
38
Sniper needs
armor.
items,
Like
and
Sniper needs like
Bloodspeaker
one
needs
damage
to be
item, right?
tanky.
Like he already has
And
a
I guess we
Kanda.
punch. Yeah.
He already has a Kanda that's like some crit. Like he does have some damage with Wraith Band and like power threats. And the Pudge can eat the big man if you press your last word on him. And then you have somebody to tank, and then that's enough to actually take him.
Yeah.
That's just what I want to point out. So Roshan is actually a very manageable target for you. So if you're ever in a situation you're close to Roshan or close to the Twin Gate, then I would love for you to take Roshan. We won the fight. Did I miss something about casting? We didn't have ultimate here, right? Like we just happened to be. But it's them doing that. Cool. They work together. So they make a decent fight that somehow turned really bad. Why? I thought we just owned them. Oh no, they own us. I thought Jakiro was on our team. That's why.
No, I should have won.
I mean, we killed
Oh
a.
no! Well, look how much gold I got. But
I think the main issue is literally us buying the shard.
Shard was a great option.
Okay, let's read what the shard does, right? Every 4 attack we get a guaranteed 1.75 second silence. So if we are in a fight, we can, if we like keep track of that, you know.
Yeah.
Is this the counter or is this the counter? No, that's permanent end, and this is the counter. So if we, for example, walk by a neutral camp and like charge it up so that it's on the, I think third hit then, right?
Yeah.
Then we get a silence the moment we hit somebody. That's something we can play around. That's not unuseful. That's fairly useful actually. Also, we get more int when we kill somebody, but that's all the shot does.
I know.
Again, thinking about the
So
heroes,
fun.
when is it useful?
All the time. I mean, little Jakiro needs to be silenced. They
Hmm.
don't really need to be silenced, really, though. They
Yeah.
just need to.
That's my point, right?
It's
Like
not
the
the
shard
most
is
useful, but
maybe if you give like the power scale again, right? Like 1 to 10, what do you think
yeah.
this Aghanim's shard is on the power scale? Like compare it, for example, to like a Witch Doctor shard where he goes into his thing and
All right,
hides and just
I'd give it a 5.
you give it a 5 because like Witch Doctor
5.
shard for me is like a 12. On
Yeah.
of 10. A 5. And what do you give a 4 staff? Like we
7.
talked about it, right? 4 staff is better. So that's why I
Yeah.
say probably we needed the 4 staff. Like all in all, the main issue I have right now. We are 24 minutes into the game, and I know that they are owning us right now. I know that. But like if we look at the state of the game in terms of like just the skeleton structure here of objectives, right? We didn't take this objective. We didn't take this objective, even though it has a lot of damage, and we were here in 2 fights, I think, to take it. And we didn't take this objective, or nor did we take Roshan. That's an issue to me. That's where you need
Yeah.
to guide your team and make them aware that that's what you need to do. Like objective gaming is really important whenever you win a fight. It doesn't matter if the stats look like this, that they have more kills than us. As long as we take more towers, we can still win. We still have a good chance to win the game. So that's something we're going to focus on based on what I see in this game. Maybe that's just this game, maybe it's just this specific lineup, but that's something I want you to keep in mind, that whenever we kill somebody, we think about objectives. Or like smoking again.
Oh, that was awful. We had no vision there.
Or I didn't see it from your perspective. Player view. Quick. Like this is just a really bad go from Arc Warden in my opinion. That's all that's going on here. But let's see what's happening. We're farming. I like this. I do. I like it because this guy has no static storm right now. And we are defensive anyways. We are very happy to play around him. Is this a Radiant ward or a Dire ward? Like, looks like it's our ward. So you do have vision. He doesn't have vision. Look.
Oh, okay, never mind. It was a good silence.
This is Sniper's ward. And the silence is good. Works. You saved your core, you killed him. Plus, like, maybe you didn't know if somebody was gonna come from here or something, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't hate the silence. Like you saved your core and made sure that he can fight against him. This is a really good kill. Very strong. Again, so we just killed him. What do we do? What can we do? We are very far from any tower, right? We can't really do that.
I'm gonna go ward.
Exactly. So, but we could ward. We could start winning the vision war, do the mid game thing.
Then I realized that I don't have any wards, and then I buy wards.
I mean, better late than never, but like that's something to just keep in mind, right? Like, what can I do? Can I do anything that supports the things I want to do? Like take Roshan, take towers, meaning can I place vision? Can I take vision away from them? Can we run at other heroes? Do we have abilities up to kill other heroes? Can we smoke right now? And killing Arc Warden, like we want to smoke now. If we have anything up, like Disruptor ulti is enough. Like you can see it here, Disruptor ulti by itself, basically killing this guy. We're walking in, we're showing up, we have a 4-staff, please. We're just not 4-staffing.
I decide not to, but it's fine.
That's okay. We get the kill on him. Like, you start churning out int. A lot of int.
From my shard.
Yeah, that's actually a really fair point. In my games, the shard wouldn't be that good, I think. Because my games don't last that long, right? But like in your bracket, games last a lot longer on average. So your shard has more value the more early you get it. But I still think the 4-staff is better.
I got it just a little late, but yeah.
If we use it, that is. Okay, I think we got an idea of how you play. Like you make correct decisions, you make them slow. I didn't see like a lot of stacking going on, if I'm being honest.
I should stack.
So I really want to see more stacking. Maybe we can work on our item decision in the picking screen a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
And yes, okay, that's what we're going to do. But here's one thing that I do with every coachee, the most important thing that I would like you to do right now. Can you share your screen in Discord with me, please, for Dota? Old man, why are you there? Yeah, got him.
Okay, well, I think I'm okay enough with last hitting.
Everybody does this. I don't care if you're divine or not. Everybody that gets coaching from me does that as a warm-up. I'm assuming you haven't played today.
Do I buy items?
No, like you even get rid of the fairy fires. And like I'm demonstrating it for you right now. Like so, what it does is like it sends waves at you for 3 minutes, and you just try to get as many last hits as you can. Ideally, all of them, but that's not going to happen. I just want to know where we are at in that level. And I think it's more important to be good on this as support than on carry for the simple reason that we have less CS that we can get in the game because we have to share them with our cores, right? So the CS we do get, they are more important that we actually do wind up getting them. Because they get us the juicy items like 4-staffs, glimmer capes, crests, vessels, you know, what have you. Our shard. So that's why I think this exercise is important. This exercise will do more for you than what we just did talking about the replay, in my opinion, if you do it regularly. You don't have to do it for hours. I'd rather you do it 5 minutes every day, like maybe before you start the first game, something like that. That would be ideal. You don't need to do more than that. So you don't gain levels in this, you don't gain items. Last hitting will never be harder than here. Just eat it when the timer comes up, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay. Just ignore the one deny we didn't get, nobody cares. Like, we'll do just fine.
Denies right now too?
Like in this exercise specifically, we prefer CS over deny, so if you are ever in a situation where you have to choose, I prefer you take the CS over the deny, even if you're a support. In a real game we might change that, but for this specific exercise, always the CS. It looks really good right now, you have 83%, very good. Like I can tell you played Silencer a shit ton.
Yeah, I know the attack animation. There's a few other heroes I play where I don't know the animation as well. I know I can creep aggro it, but
Yeah, you don't have a hero to creep aggro it. So it's good that you mentioned that to me, right? Because I don't read your mind, unfortunately. Very good. I like that you balance it. I like that you tank. Very good.
I just don't want it to go under my tower.
Very reasonable. Like it really does look good.
Thank you. Lane's gonna push, so I'm just trying to stop it. Alright, I think I've balanced it out.
It's very good
Oh
thinking.
no. Great. Stood on the low ground.
Stupid low runner, like a mean exercise.
I'm not a mid player or anything either.
I know. Like this exercise is still good for everyone. Like even as support,
Yeah.
I think it's more important. You have 58%, like it tells you, right? As last hit
Yeah.
percentage. So the range I want you to wind up in is between the 80 and 90% range is eventually where I want you to be in. Your last hitting itself is good. Like I see, you know the animation of Silencer, you know it well.
Oh,
Ideally, I would like
I
you to
would
do it more.
a click and everything too, but I'm lazy. I'm playing with one hand.
You're playing with one hand. Okay, this is a two-hand exercise, woman.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got lazy.
So
Sorry.
ideally, I would like to do it one more time, and this time I'm gonna give you a little bit more hints. I didn't pay
Oh,
much attention to you pressing the stop command, but now that you mention it, I noticed that you weren't actually pressing it, like in hindsight. So I would like you to do like a two-hand exercise this time, please. Okay, try really hard. Uh,
it's fine.
and this time I'm gonna help you a little bit. So we want to try to start balancing the wave immediately the moment it becomes unbalanced. You're already
Yep.
paying attention to that. So now you can see that
Oops. Just
it's
ignore that.
very equal, right? So now we attack them first, and now the left enemy creep is gonna die first. So we kill that, and then we kill the other one, and just keep it balanced. Perfect. Perfect. Other creep dies first, we can last hit it. Perfect. And we're in perfect balance right now. Nothing's happening. We just let these guys do their thing, and we just try to kill. Our creep wound up dying first because the melee creep touched, right? And balance now, exactly. Just deny our creep as fast as we can. Now the enemy creep dies first. And we just try to keep it balanced. Wonderful. Like you're doing a really good job. Think about the rhythm, exactly. And do me a favor and make it easy on yourself and go really close to the target you want to kill. If you can. You know, like so you
Oh.
don't have projectile distance.
Oh. But that's unrealistic.
No, like if you're alone on a lane and you get money, like you TP mid in an early mid game, that's very realistic. That happens all the time. Like right now, I want you to have an easy time. We will make it harder, don't worry. Okay, we try to balance it, that's fine, that's cool. But we're still definitely pushing away from us, so we need to try to fix that if we can. Like 3 against 2 creeps right now. So try to deny as soon as you can, like attack our own creeps, that is. We could have put one attack on the middle creep here before we take the CS.
It's just a long attack animation, so sometimes I'm
Yes,
sacrificing a
it's
little
level
less.
1. It's level 1. That's why we need to be very, very efficient with where we place them. That's part of the exercise. Like I'm training you to see in what direction is the wave pushing, because we need that for playing support on the lane. To understand when do we pull. Like that's what this exercise in part does as well. Like I love this thing. It's really good. Okay, so they're
So now
attacking
it's
us
gonna
with 2
push
archers,
straight
right? So
to.
it's pushing
Yep.
very hard in our direction. We need to do something about that. Perfect. While also getting all the denies if we can. I like that you tank. Very good. Very good.
Where's the.
This is the last
Oh,
wave. Like you can tank them and
for
just kill them.
me.
It's fine. Like you're not gonna die. Very cool. Very cool. We can do one more time if you want, or we just jump into a game. Like this is not an exercise I need you to master right now. Like just try to do this
I just
regularly.
don't think I'm seeing any progress right now, so I don't think we need to do it again, but.
Like believe me, if you do this 5 minutes a day, like it will improve. Like 58% is not good enough. I need a higher number there.
Okay, okay, high number, okay.
It's a here's another way of thinking about it. Like the difference between 58% and say 85% is like 2 minutes of an item timing in the game. Like you
Yeah.
get your 4 stuff earlier, you get your blink dagger earlier or whatnot. Like it's a really important exercise to be good at. And yes, it's simplistic. You don't have creep aggro, for example, but like being good at last hitting is the singular best skill you can improve, and the singular metric that will help you improve at the game. Simply because you get more items, you take more denies from your opponents away. You know, they get less
Yeah.
items as a result of you last hitting better. It does so many good things for you. So please don't dismiss this exercise. Please,
I
if you
won't. I'll do it.
try
I'll
to
do
do it
it.
daily. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be mad if you don't, but like every coaching session you have with me, I will do this exercise with you.
I will. I'll do good. Don't worry.
Okay, go press ranked or unranked, doesn't matter to me.
Ranked
And
only. We'll
ranked
just
only,
play some.
perfect. I
Okay.
would like to be able to see your camera perspective because I need to see what you are looking at.
My mouth.
Like in terms of
Apologies.
climbing, I found like this pay to win feature of being able to just decide I never want to play with that guy ever again on my team can
I don't
help a
know if I
lot.
faced that yet. Mostly I get nervous because when I stream, I'm half like, I don't know. I
Mm,
don't think that
mm.
I have any stream snipers. I'm not famous, so like, I don't think anyone
I mean,
stream
stream snipers
snipes
are
me.
more annoying in the sense that they can take away your
But like, they
wards and
don't know
stuff, right?
I'm live because I'm not
Yes,
a
you don't have
known
TV
person.
mood booster there. I know, I know.
No, so I'm like, I'm gonna be fine. That's my
Mm, mm.
mentality.
I found Dota Plus to be a very valuable tool in helping me gain MMR because like in
I
the
use it
divine bracket I
sometimes.
think it was hardest for me to climb because like in that high divine bracket close to immortal, people like they think they know what they're doing and they stop trying and they like play heroes they don't really play well,
Yeah.
or like play in a style that they see some pro play but they don't know why it's good. So I like to avoid these people and only play with people that I think play well, and that influences my win rate positively.
I'm only going Venge because it goes with my team comp. I don't want to play Venge, but he got the fun support role. I don't feel guilty playing Silencer Pause 4. I feel really guilty playing Silencer Pause 5 because
Yes,
he's just
yes,
not
yes.
a Pause 5. He's really not. So, as much as like I
I
really
think you can
wish.
play Silencers plus 5. Like the don't
Yeah, but it's like
underestimate the
half
slow.
grief. Because my pause fours are
Hmm.
they're never gonna have a stun. It's
Yeah,
always gonna be
that's
bounty
that's
hunter or
that's
some
the
really
issue with
shitty
that.
fucking hero. And
If you
like I do
already
the
see
same
him
thing.
shadowing the bounty hunter, like that's what I said earlier when we were doing the replay, right? Think about what your position falls before you pick the silencer. So I really like you picked Venge here. Very good.
Yeah, Venge is good. Though I don't like the offlane Earth Spear. I don't like our comp. I
Oh
think we
look,
lost.
they have a faceless void. Venge just got
Yeah.
even better.
He chose a Clinks into a Slardar. He hates his life. He hates himself. But it's it's the player, not the I'm sure he'll do fine. He knows what he's doing.
Okay, let's focus on the cheat sheet 1 second, right? Before the game
Uh,
starts. Like
the
in the
cheat
early
sheet.
game, we want to see a lot of harass on the opponents if we can. We want to
I'll get
see,
2 tangos and I'm clarity. There we go.
yes, we want to see,
Yeah. Ah,
what's the other thing? I forgot.
no clue. Oh, this game sucks. I don't want to play this one. He's a level 25 Huskar. And like I guess we're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be
It's gonna
okay,
be
right?
okay. Don't worry
No,
about
it's
them. Worry
not.
about you. We buy all the region, right? We buy like a lot of region, like a
What
lot of
a
SARs, a lot of tangos, and
yeah.
we just fix the lane equilibrium in the early game. That's what we're gonna do first. That's what we're gonna focus on. Okay, so I really like a sentry in this bush here to block the
Okay.
large camp. You do need to be a little bit wary, like hug the trees while you walk there because they're like a Slaughter and an Ogre Mage here that can kill you. Like
Like
right,
wait,
right
I
in
can't.
inside these bushes.
Oh, I
Yes,
didn't even know you
like
were
that.
here.
This is what
Am I
nobody
in this lane?
finds.
Yes, I
I have
am.
people in the Immortal bracket that do not find this. Like people in the Immortal bracket that play support every day do not find this ward sometimes.
I do not
I
find that
don't know.
word ever. That word is the bane of my existence. I would not find that word.
Well, the way you do it is you
Juggernaut's
walk in
deciding
here.
that he does not want a word.
Oh, that's fine. He has boots first, so I guess he just wants to spin a lot. We'll see what that can
Yeah,
do.
that's why I had to go fucking Venge. He's gonna be pissed. Like
Okay,
I
you
can't.
know your bracket
I
well,
can't
I
go.
see.
I don't want to play Venge. I want to play Silencer, but he's gonna be like, no, I want to spin, and then it's like, okay, well, sorry.
Okay, so since he has boots, he's telling us he probably wants to spin. We just press
Yeah.
stun
Well,
when we
he
see somebody
leveled
closer.
Blade Fury. He already decided he's gonna spin.
I,
He's
I
he's
mean, Juggernaut is almost always Blade Fury level 1. Like, there's no real reason to get anything else. Okay, whenever an enemy hero is close, we just press stun. We just see what happens.
So we creep aggroed it. Now I'm gonna go
It's fine.
along the side.
Exactly. Try to fix the lane
I'm
here.
gonna level up my stun level. Ugh.
Exactly. And you see Juggernaut close to somebody, just stun. Right now, right now, right now. And hit him, hit the ogre. And walk with kiting.
Yeah. I didn't realize that I was just playing so much silencer that I didn't buy a fucking.
Perfect.
Okay.
Perfection.
I'm
Hit the
good.
Slaughter. Don't be afraid. Hit him. You're 2 heroes, he's 1.
God, this guy has no attack range compared to
Alright.
silencer. I've not played
Share
Venge in
tangles
so
with the
long.
Juggernaut, he doesn't have them. We need to keep him very healthy. Like, we are very sacrificial as support. Like, we are like a social butterfly, we share all our food like, you could have even given him 2 already, because, you know, he doesn't have any.
So lane's pushing really well right here. So
Exactly. It's good that we are aware of that. The next pull is going to be around 42. Have you checked on the small camp yet? Is it blocked or not?
Blocked? I have not checked.
It is blocked, so we need a
So we should
sentry.
buy.
Like this we could have done 30 seconds earlier, but I was talking.
I'm just gonna get this for now.
Exactly. So again, once a hero is close to Juggernaut right now, like we just stun. Exactly. Similar like in mid game, we can do this in early game, just combo the spells whenever he's up. Click on the Juggernaut, be aware when it happens again. 30 seconds
Oh,
from now.
another
Around 2:30 we can fight with him again. Right now he's farming, he's getting kills, everything is fine. We just need that sentry really bad. Buy more regen please. Buy a salve, maybe a mango and another set of tangos.
This ogre is so out of position.
You need more items. More salve, more tango.
I know, I will.
Okay, just keep hitting, you're fine.
Oh, he bought tangos himself.
You're doing really great right now. Don't worry. So you see he's ready to do it again, right? You saw how he walked up expecting you to stun?
Oh, well, the lane's gonna have to push a little more.
It's fine. Walk to the courier and deward the camp. That's more important right now. Because the time is running. I really like this sentry here.
Oh, right here. It's totally. Oh.
Perfect. And clear camp and the mini pole. What you can do, you can walk around this camp hugging this cliff with an attack move and we'll find 95% of wards without having to use your spell.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Now you do.
That's cool. I really don't play Venge that much. I guess we're just gonna go to...
That's true for every hero, not just Venge. The cliff thing with the ward.
I need to pull really
Exactly,
badly.
we needed to pull here. I distracted you with more trivia, sorry, my bad. Bad coach. Okay, it's fine. We just take the next pull coming, right?
Yeah, I'm just gonna build out the wand just because I need the slots.
I need you to buy more regen. I think it's a good exception to buy boots here, recognizing Slaughter is fast and scary.
Yeah, I should.
Like, I don't hate that you buy boots, but I would like
I'll
more
stun
mana.
the ogre next time. Oh, I'm talking to you. 1 second.
Go stack, go stack.
I'll stun the ogre next time.
Go stack.
Yeah.
Eat the clarity. With the wave, stack with the wave, and eat the clarity. Eat the clarity. Your mana potion.
I totally did not stack it.
And we tried, that's all that matters, and we try to take the pull now.
Yeah, I'm going to. Don't yell at me, little mister.
Okay, pull now. Attack it. And while we do this, we look at our Juggernaut to make sure he's safe, right? Like, that's where our camera should be all the time. Like, we try to take the CS, we try to stand on this side to be close to him, and we just check out what our Juggernaut is doing, who's now going back like a professional.
This sucks.
You can take the CS. Okay. Just give him a couple free hits, it's fine. You're doing just great. Our Juggernaut really decided to build a Morbid Mass. That's a bit odd, but again, we see an enemy hero close to him.
He's a psychopath.
He
doesn't have a brain.
He is a psychopath. Anytime we see a hero close to him, you can eat a tango already.
This guy is dying. Really?
We are now 3 heroes.
We're gonna go on
Exactly.
ogre.
We're just gonna press our buttons. We're doing absolutely great. I love this. Beautiful. Just attack. Don't be scared. It's just one fish. Okay. Cool. Good job. So we just killed the guy. What do? We fixed the lane, right? So the next possible option would have been 23 here, but we blocked it ourselves, as we should. This is cool, but we don't have spin. Just go back and pull the camp.
I'm gonna do the aggressive support ward. I don't know how to.
This is.
I get
everything is great. The SWAT is perfect. I love that. Just pull here and make your Juggernaut aware that the thing is spawning. The Lotus.
Oh, it's not even.
Oh, it's not even there. Okay. We tried our best, and this thing is spawning. The Lotus. At 6 minutes. We can press our button here, and then take the Lotus after. Okay, just go take the Lotus, and then pull the lane back. I guess we could push right now, we have a catapult. So we just take the
Honestly,
Lotus
I
and
know that
push.
the right way to play Dota is I should situationally choose supports based on my carries. That would make my game so much
That
easier.
would be ideal, but you don't get to pick earlier than your carry,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Oh, mana
The Wisdom Rune is
boots.
spawning, so we need to kind of
Oh,
make
you're
our
right,
way
it
over
is.
here. And maybe make our team aware by pinging on the clock and maybe writing the word wisdom or using chat to say wisdom
Hi,
rune
I'm
spawn.
gonna go get the wisdom rune. Don't be a little stupid person.
Okay,
Okay?
we're highly
I
toxic, I
let them
love that.
know.
Exactly, just go take the thing, be aware that other people can come, we just try to stun the ogre
Oh
before. Okay, he used the stun, that's good for us, just go on the rune. Die for the rune, it's fine. Eat the tango if you must. You have a
no!
Lotus. Okay. Our timing was slightly off to pick up the rune. It's
Yeah.
okay to die here.
I wanna die. No,
like
it's not okay to die.
No, if you
I'm
get
gonna
the if you get the wisdom rune here, it's
But I don't think I
perfectly
did.
okay to die.
I think I misclicked.
This is a
Let's go look at
conceptual
top.
thing. Like
Let's go,
dying
did
is
mid
always
win?
bad.
I think Clink's won the mid because he ganked.
Let's see. Your Klinks is level 7 and the opposing Husker is level 6, so Klinks won. I do enjoy blue boots, like the mana boots on bench a lot.
Yeah, I thought about it, but
I don't hate
everything will be okay.
Tranquils per se, but there's also an AA in this game.
This just sucks. I know that Jug wants to own Slardar, like I feel it, but like, oh, that was bad. I shouldn't have done that. Whatever, it's fine. I have mana. I'm just gonna.
We could do something very fun in this game and just make double boots at some point.
Double boots.
Yeah, that can happen.
Wild.
Like the drums and mana boots at some point. Like we could do
Can
that, but
we
we're not
do it?
going to do. We're not going to do that.
I need to leave this lane. This lane's just. Oh wait. No, I can't.
Yeah, just look top and see if you can do anything there. You don't have a TP. Like we're now in this. We're slowly entering the middle stage, right? Like the transitional period between mid game and early game. It's where we want to start thinking about going to the ancient. Like I would walk right now. I would not TP towards the ancient camp. Yeah, that's cool. We took away farm from him, but we want to be in this area now and stack.
Yeah, I'm starting.
It's okay to TP. You have a TP. You can chill next to your Juggernaut here. Be mindful of the TP and just TP to get the ancient stack. Yes, just TP on the fountain here right now.
Jungle mid, actually, I can't even walk this way. He's on the way bot. Kara mid's coming bottom.
We're fighting. That's
Never
good.
mind. I can't.
Just kite him well. Don't be lazy. Kite him. Walk. Cool. Very cool. Okay, like this bounty here is free for the taking. And then we walk back into the triangle to do the stacking. Like there's no real reason to be here. Like we're not pushing right now, they're respawning too quickly. They probably have chrono going.
They just chronoed.
Oh, they just chronoed? Okay, then we can try to push here, but ideally I still prefer the stack.
I'm so tired of building 4-step every game. I don't know how many teleport scrolls. I need a fluffy hat. I need to buy wards.
Have them
Love
attack
playing
the
support.
tower.
I'll help them. Yeah. Such an offlaner, I just wanna.
You need another TP and maybe a clarity.
Great, I'm dead.
No, you're fine. He can't kill you.
Just gonna kill him.
Like this
Well, maybe
Ashika is
not.
strong. He has a fissure still.
No, I can't be here.
He has a fissure. You're not alone. Like if you stun here, he's dead. You see that? Asuka's coming, run. Okay, you still got him. So that's cool.
But I could have done that better.
Just keep walking. It's fine.
I'm so dead.
Press your button, is all you have. Alright. So, we just saw one of the things that I prefer about, like instead of focusing on this tower up here, right? That's why I like to do the ancients thing. It's maybe not the best move, but it's a consistent move. And then we can work on exceptions from the consistent move that helps us, like it's like buying stocks, or I guess the modern equivalent is buying Bitcoin, I guess. Where you just invest into the future, right? That's what I like about it.
Yeah, I don't need arcane boots. I have an arcane ring.
That's arcane enough for me. Alright, so we now have a Mask of Madness on our Juggernaut.
Ogre has detection, he has detection. Slardar bought freaking Anamitis. That's good.
I love that you check the items. That's really good. Very heads up play.
Only because I wanted to buy sentry wards, and I don't want to grief my bounty hunter by being like, I don't know, ignoring the fact that. So they don't have a ward up here.
Generally speaking, I'm really happy with the vision you put down here for the carry. That's a very good ward. I like this vision here. Generally speaking, on this line we want our vision.
So this would be a good area for me to
Like
swap
on
at
this
this
line, I guess.
point, but I don't think I'm gonna be able to. I have no vision to swap. I'm doing a greedy board.
You also don't really have damage. Like Bounty Hunter doesn't have that much damage. Like he does have Jiniada
I know
on
they're
level
all
3.
going bottom to go on the Slardar who has too much movement
Exactly.
speed. Silly goose.
So we just missed another stack.
Yeah, we did, and we did nothing. Yeah.
Exactly. It's cool, just press your buttons, do your best. We could have swapped the Bounty Hunter out here.
No, he's support. He doesn't deserve it.
Swap is a fairly low cooldown ulti, it's 50 seconds, it's not that long.
Yeah, but then I would have died, he would have lived. That's fucked.
Technically you're position 5, I know he had one less level, but like technically, you know,
look.
people expect you to do that.
Nah, he's gonna make that mistake. He's gonna die for it.
You're doing fine. Our Earthshaker is working on a dagger. He almost has it. And it would be cool if we could get a stack this time, please. Like I know it's hard like to like react to me talking in the air. It's like more pressure, right? Like one more guy talking.
Okay, I did stack. I got a stack.
Hey, you got a stack off. That counts. Look bottom, by the way. Look before you.
We're going in one by one, one.
Exactly.
I'm not going down there. Idiots.
We are not going down there. No.
Yeah, I'm not toxic. I'm kind.
You're doing fine, don't worry. Like if like the way I think about communication in Dota 2 is either they help me play better, right? Or they don't. And if they don't help me play better with their communication, I just mute them.
Over here because
I think a stun on the Husker could have killed him.
I was out. They were over here. I was over here. I don't have the range. It's like such a short CD. If I went right that way, but if I went that way, then I would have been ganked by the supports who also didn't have the range to attack. I don't think it would have.
It's alright. We need to think about the Wisdom Rune that just spawned as well as more stacks. Like we missed about 5 stacks right now.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Well.
Like you're doing fine, don't worry. Like nobody's mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh my god.
But
I get it.
Like it's fine. Don't worry about it. Just make your way over to the ancient camp and the wisdom rune. You know.
I'm like trying to figure out where my team wants to kill. All right, we're definitely gonna kill over here. Taking all this damage.
You can swap him in. Oh, he doesn't know his combo. That's cool. Bounty doesn't like being in.
Lardar's still over here. He got the thing, and now he's just gonna walk away. He's probably over here right now.
So the way I think about trying to kill a hero is a play that has a success percentage, right? So say killing this faceless ward. Focus on pressing buttons. You're doing fine. And I really prefer Crest over the 4 stuff here.
It's just everyone my.
You envision, you can't juke in trees.
I know, let me die.
So what's important in that situation is to just press as many buttons as you can. As support, we want to, like, because our spells have fairly low cooldowns, right?
Why they went in.
Once your magic missile has level 4, it's only a 10-second cooldown, so we can get 2 to 3 of these spells off in a fight. That's our job.
Yeah. Yeah, no damage. That's why I said don't go in, you silly geese, but I'm not gonna say that.
It's also not wrong to just mute every single one in your team. Like I do that a lot.
I do that sometimes, but only
like if they're distracting you, that's what I mean, right?
Oh yeah, I get what you're saying.
Like muting someone doesn't mean you hate them. It just means you don't want to listen to them. For whatever reason. Swap the shaker. The sacrifice is perfectly fine if he gets out.
No, he's gonna die. There's no way.
He messed up. Like that's on him messing up. He was home free. He was absolutely home free.
See, but my thing is like, okay, now they didn't farm
Look at your
it
Juggernaut bottom. Like there's a Slaughter next to him that's trying to kill him. Like just being aware of that. You don't have to necessarily walk there. We can farm a camp or stack this and walk up and stack the other camp.
We're gonna stack. What is this? 50?
This is a 50.
These are little
this is a long
These
camp. This is a long camp. You can hit this on 52, walk over with any ranged hero, and hit this at around 55. So if I write it down, it's like 52 and 55. Yeah. And you can then
Oh,
stack by
no.
walking in this direction.
Huskar is a fucking DD. But it's...
They have an orchid on Jinx. They haven't. Very well. Try to get this stack, please. This double stack. It's also good form to make your team aware that minute 20 a Tormentor spawns. Like, your shard is not bad. Gives you basically double magic missile. That's pretty good. So 52,
Yeah,
52. Like, obviously he's farming it now, so just stack this. Like, this can also be stacked at 52 if you draw it out.
Oh.
Taking it later is fine. Like, some camps are really, really short, right? But like, both of these camps are very long. Like, both of them. Anyways, we stack, that's cool. Look, there's experience to take here. Or we decide to be behind
so now we're
Klinks.
top, and I'm not there.
Which hero would you like to play around here?
The one that gets the kills. Preferably none of them. Anyone that's going on a great idiot face. What a fucking loser. Fine, I'll swap you, but I'm not happy.
Oh, here I would have used the swap aggressively on Huskar to swap him into Klinks. And just press buttons to find. Okay, we tried.
I saved him. I shouldn't have saved him. That guy does not deserve to be saved. He's so bad.
Yes.
I hate this man so much. I hate playing Venge because every time I'm like, I could save this stupid person. And he doesn't deserve it. He'll never deserve it. Now my KD's gonna look bad. This is what, second time I've done stupid shit? But it's fine. I'm so glad he lived.
It's alright.
He's
We're
just
trying
so
our
much
best.
more useful than me.
So back to the
My
topic at
God.
hand, right? Like Earthshaker and Klinks, and when Juggernaut has an ultimate, those are the situations we want to play around
Nope.
as heroes.
I can't save that guy. I know I could force that. Fucking. It's fine. What could I do here? Nothing. I couldn't want. I will
No.
not have time. Ooh, is Slardar gonna die? That was. You didn't lose his lane though. He won his lane. Wasn't really worth it.
Shaker not here. Nice,
Oh.
but he got him.
That was worth it, honestly. But now Boyd's getting back in the game.
I mean, you guys are fairly behind, right? The thing with Huskar is he's really strong early on, and then he like kind of peters out a little bit.
Yeah.
So if we can prolong the game, we have a chance.
Let me just fix the mental of my team quick. I think we need to calm down. We're all gonna win and everything's gonna be fine, okay? You just have to have trust in us. Calm down. It's okay, it's okay. We'll just do it a few more times and we'll win. It's no problem.
You're a miracle worker.
Just fixing the mental of my team quick.
Yes. I don't like the sword. It's not showing us anything.
It's
The general line I want you to think about is in this area I want wards.
Oh, okay.
So the next time Shaker has his echo, we might want to smoke, but it's probably
Dude, this Bounty's so fucking greedy. He can't play like this. Like literally, he can. Dude, the fact that they both chose two Invis heroes and they were Slardar
think
on
about
the
the
other team,
time.
they're just
Stack
split
this,
pushing.
stack this, stop raging, and stack.
Yeah, stack. What a useful stack. Cool.
Yeah. We thought about the time. That's all that matters right now. Like, I don't expect you to play perfect, right? Like, you're doing just fine. Don't worry about it.
Guy's so angry.
Like, this is the first time I'm coaching you, so like I don't expect you to operate like a machine,
This
right?
guy got busted. What does Acceptor do on this?
Accept is really strong on this
I
hero.
need a shard. I need a shard right now.
Yeah, let's maybe motivate our team to take the Tormentor while the Echo is on cooldown, and then after Tormentor we can maybe go and
I don't know if
smoke.
I could because they're about to go in mid. They're about to die.
It's
My
good
team's
that you
about
see
to
that.
die. I'm so far away, sir. Sir?
And just walk away and
That
try
was
to
the
get more
worst
spells out.
decision of my life. I'm dead.
Yeah, your team
hurt
didn't
me.
like you guys went on
They
two different targets.
intersected.
Klinks went down here
Yeah.
and you went up here.
Oh no, that was so bad. This is where I mute everybody after the mistake. Well, whatever. I'm not angry. I'm not upset. Everything's great.
Don't worry about it.
Everybody means well. Everybody just wants to win. Nobody's like mean, bad people. They're not. Look, they're being purposely nice. They're nice enough.
That's probably because you gave them the mama tone, like calm down.
I gave them the mama. Yeah, I had to. They were going insane. They're all gonna like report each other and mute each other.
Okay, try to connect with your invisors.
Oh fuck, you got an orchid. That's so sexy.
Very good. Okay, so now's a good time to take Roshan when he comes at night. You have 15 seconds.
Roshan?
You have Clings with an Orchid. That's a lot of damage.
I think we should take Roshan.
And you have minus...
Also, I love your orchid. You look great.
Perfect PMA. And you have minus armor on Wave of Terror, right?
Oh no.
Like that.
That hurts.
Swap him.
Well, fine. I hate that guy.
I know you
him.
hate him, but you just saved his ass. And now he gets HP from the healing ward. And you guys can just take Roshan because Slada is dead. Remind Shaker to also appear. I would like you to get vision here if you can, like we need more wards.
Oh god.
And I don't want you to stand inside the pit. Can you tell why?
Okay. Oh my gosh, they talk a lot.
Because of the chrono, right? Exactly, we just give minus armor and the rest is on them. Like you're doing just fine. If you die here, that's cool. You have a 4-staff, don't worry.
I mean, Roy's right here.
Like, perfect. Objective gaming.
His kids are watching cartoons in the background.
Well, just mute him. Like, no matter how nice he is, just mute him.
No, he's good. He doesn't just... I'm fine.
It's not a bad thing to mute people. It's not a rude thing either.
I'm looking at the time, but it's too late, okay?
I'm glad you looked. That's all that matters to me.
I need mana, then let's smoke.
Like we're not aiming for perfection here, we're aiming for progress, okay?
We're aiming to deny or steal that haste rune.
You can just ping it for a while, and if nobody comes, you take it. Like, there's no place you need to be right now. Though you do have Aegis, and you can look bottom, your Urshak is dying. You can give him a damage shield. Swap him back in. Nice. Swap him in. Swap somebody in. Just press the button. Cool.
Slardar's the worst one to swap in! Oh my god! I should never swap Slardar! I can't swap half of them, okay?
This was an alright swap. This was an alright swap. I'm gonna lie. Plus, you're still alive, so everything worked out. Careful, you don't have swap, nobody's close to you. Like, the moment you disconnected from your team, you were very weak. Okay, you could just go casually bottom and push that wave. You just have to maintain the wave.
Let me do my support maintenance items.
Or you go on the ancient triangle and stack again, thinking about the time.
Why would they have detection here? They wouldn't.
Like, it's being farmed right now. You can just maintain a wave, like down here, for example, and then just for the next move we make, when Shaker's ready, look at Shaker. He's kind of making a Shadow Blade right now.
But Shaker, he's not in a fighting mood.
He's not
like Clinks, he has an orchid. He's on the hunt right now.
Oh, then go smoke to Clinks. Smoke your jug and smoke to Clinks.
Me and Clinks are best friends right now.
Like, you want to bring more than one guy to these fights. Like, ideally you do it with Bounty and Earthshaker, and you smoke towards the Juggernaut who's farming somewhere. This is fine. Like, for now, this is okay. Nobody cares. Make sure... I don't see how many wards you have in my in-game overlay thing, so make sure you buy all of them.
One.
Can you put them into the sticky buy for me, please? So, like that, whenever there's one there, it just appears down there.
No, Megan. Oh, yeah.
Do you hear the gold sound, right? There we go. Swap him. Perfect. Okay, so they probably have Chronos soon. Like, Huskers dead 20 seconds. You could snipe their Tormentor if it's there, but it's not. Okay, just try to press buttons.
No, that's spelling. That's not worth it.
I like that. Okay, so they have a Glimmer Cape on both Ogre and on Ancient Apparition.
I can't even swap because I'm about to die already. I can't.
You can just get out. Just TP home. It's fine. You don't need to be there. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Kill myself.
Like, you can't even walk there, right? Like, the tower just killed you. It's alright.
It's fine. They did something.
So there are 2 Glimmer Capes in the game. That means we need to carry Dusts, okay? Dusts and a lot of sentries. I don't know how many sentries there are, but I want your inventory to have like 4 or 5 ideally right now.
Robe, dust, this.
Very nice. We're doing all the support things right now.
Of course.
So we sadly did lose Aegis here. but that doesn't mean we can't win. We could think about the next ancient stack, because that's really all we have to think about right now. There's no wisdom rune coming, no power rune is coming. I know Klinks is up there, but that doesn't mean anything.
Like a
just yet.
psychopath. Why? Why is he here? He
This
does
is a very
things.
dangerous area to fight in, right? Because like there's a tower right here they can TP in, so we don't really want to fight here unless we see the heroes elsewhere. Like what he's doing right now is not good, and we don't want to encourage him by being there.
Yeah, he's such a silly freaking goose.
Did you notice they're attacking your bottom?
Clinks, you're being a
Okay,
silly goose.
Earthshaker's ready. Now we can do something. They get an auger for their trouble. This is where you need to have the dust ready. When you're in a fight, I need you to have the dust inventory. Before you're in a fight, smoke.
Oh.
You're doing fine, don't worry about it. Press buttons.
Oh, Megan. I didn't get a Q off. Oh, did I kill Clinky? I did. Clinky might die already. I killed him. It's fine.
It's
He'll
alright.
forgive me.
Keep in mind you're gonna play a little bit worse because I'm distracting you too, right?
Maybe. Let's see what Husker has. Nothing cool.
We even have an Atos on the AA.
Yeah, we're going into late game this game. Once I finish my axe, everything will be more.
Dying twice is always fun.
This is just not a fun game to swap anybody in.
It's a tough
It's
game
tough.
for sure. But like, still I think Venge is very good for this game. Like one of the better heroes. Oh
no!
no!
Well,
He doesn't
fine.
like
I
you.
tanked it. I tanked it. Never mind. I
He
just
really
died. I
doesn't
didn't
like
think
you.
that would.
The main issue was that this TP was in vision. You could have TP'd behind trees.
Yeah, I shouldn't TP right.
Like the TP location was just not great.
He could solo Huskar? No way. No chance. Maybe he plays more flinks than me.
Like Huskar is a good item against what he's trying to do. But like, he's right. If you are there with a
Reaver?
stun, for example, you can definitely kill them. He has Hex soon, and then he can't escape anymore. Your Klinks is doing things, that's fine. Generally speaking, try to be far away from the fight if Chrono is up, right? Like you don't want to frontline. Your job is more to stay behind. We see Klinks running, by the way. Yes, Hex. Perfect. And just stay behind. Think about a swap, maybe. The swap goes through BKB in case you didn't know. Like you could have swapped back this ladder. Just try to press buttons as often as possible in a useful manner. Again, just keep walking away. Don't be in the middle if you can. First step.
I baited him away, okay? But it didn't
This
work.
was fine. You created a lot of space for your team. Sadly, they couldn't deal with the void, but I still think it was a good move. But when you were here, you had a 4-step down this cliff as an option to escape.
Yeah, I went that way instead. I went the wrong way.
Exactly.
See, this is why support sucks. Nobody plays support. Support is
I
sucks.
made support. Don't fucking diss me like that.
Yeah, but when your cores are bad, like that's it. Like I'm just saying, if I was playing a different hero,
It's okay.
especially like Silencer's nice, infinite scale, right? I know his Vengeful Spear. I guess like if I get my eggs, I'll be fine, but I can't afford it. I have no money for.
That's where stacks come in and help. Because you get part of that money from the stacks. That's why they're so good. And having like many of them gives you money, gives you core money, gives you XP, gives them XP. You know, really, really good. Plus it frees up a lane where you can then sit on while they farm your stack to give you money. You can then take their lane and farm on that lane to get even more money. You know what I mean?
I don't have a fucking Aether Lens, bro. It's fine. Aether Lens overrated. He's tracked. It's just
Ether Lens can be
bait.
really good. By the way, I think you took the wrong talent on level 10. The damage on the
Okay.
enemy swap is better
You're
to
right,
kill
I
somebody.
don't play this hero much. Because I think this hero.
It's alright, like, we're just talking about it.
Dude.
He really sees
I know.
everything, huh? Nah, he must have vision.
No, don't be like me, kids.
Don't be like
It's
me.
fine.
You were disconnected from your team. Your team was still here. Like they didn't realize
I
the
didn't think their whole
opportunity you
team would
gave them,
actually be right
and
next
you
to
were here.
Slardar. I thought it was just Slardar going through farming the jungle. I didn't think the whole team was next to Slardar.
I think that's this game,
That was silly
unfortunately.
goose. It's so GG, yeah. Jack's actually pretty farmed, but he doesn't have a BKB.
35%
He has a
EV.
BKB, but he has no damage. And then he has no BKB. But not that it matters, because we're getting chronoed.
I think the main issues we had in this game were not stacking and buying this 4 staff. Because you know they have jumps on Void and Slaughter. Like even Husker has a jump.
What should I bought if not a 4-star?
Solar Crest. Almost every game Solar Crest. Like Solar Crest is just that good.
Is it really?
Yes, yes, it really is. Like remember the half little bit better than the consumed moonshot is insane.
Yeah.
Plus like the health that they get and the movement speed to get places or go away from places. Like imagine you put a crest on the Juggernaut, he then ultis and he has like half a moonshot on every single ulti he does. Like I don't know if you notice, but like Juggernaut's ulti attacks more often the more attack speed he has. It's
Yeah.
not a set amount of attacks, for example. Or Klings. Klings with his Bloodthorn, right? Imagine he has crest. He attacks faster, like a couple more attacks in, like everybody just dies. It's a really good
True.
item.
Yeah.
Or think about Crest this way. You are hunting somebody with this Earthshaker, and you're faster than him. Earthshaker slightly behind you. You crest him. He is now able to catch up and like get the initiation that he otherwise would miss.
Mhm.
Like it's a really good item.
Got it.
I have time for maybe one more, but I would like
I
to get
need
some
to
water.
go eat lunch.
All right. This
But-
was very fun. Unfortunately, we weren't super successful the first time around, but I think we can learn from this and maybe improve the next one if you like.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Thank you
All
for
right.
all the help.
Gladly, gladly. Have a good time. Thank you for doing this.
No problem. Well, thank you, really. I mean,
Have a nice day. I'm out. Bye bye.
thank you. Bye.